Yo, what's good, people? Oh shit!
Hey, who's thinking of here though? What's going on?
Okay, yeah, I fluffed it. Anyways, big up everybody. How's everyone doing today? The final day of the Premier League did deliver, guys. It was a crazy night. It was going crazy everywhere. The relegation battle was going on. Leeds at the end stood up strong, and Burnley got relegated. You had the top four bout, and Tottenham. All they had to do was win.
They're gone. They're fucking gone.
Right?
Sorry.
And of course, we got to talk about the title race, and we got to talk about a lot of stuff.
Burnley's in the mud,
So yo, Burnley got relegated. Burnley's in the mud. Don't forget the title. The title race was crazy. Once again, Man City went down 2-0, only to see Liverpool also go down, then equalize.
Why are you teasing me?
And at
Stop
that moment in
teasing
time,
me, Man City.
At that moment in time, it looked like it was Liverpool only needed to score to win the game, and City were down 2-0. City came marauding back in a 10-minute span to get 3 goals. And people said Kevin De Bruyne was not a big game player. The man literally took the ball from the edge of the box, drove, crossed it in. Gundogan made it 3-2. And at that point, there was nothing Liverpool could do. Even if they won the game, it was done. The trophy was going to Manchester, and it did go to Manchester. And of course, there's other things that needed to be decided. The Golden Glove, it was shared between Alisson and Ederson. Also, another trophy was shared. The Golden Boot was shared between Son and Salah. And Salah had to score to get that also.
Yeah,
and finally,
Son, bro. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
The top assist went to Mo Salah. But let's get into it. There's only one way to start, and one way to start. The champions. We're gonna go to.
No. Let's do it differently today. Today we do it in reverse order. Usually we start from the best and we work our way to the downwards. Well, let's start from this relegation battle. Let's start from Leeds and Burnley because that's. Let's work our way up the table.
I agree.
We don't want to spoil the biggest party just yet, man.
Okay. Fair. I just want to show you guys something. Today, Rafinha and these guys, they literally poured their heart out. They did everything they needed to do. And I'm just going to share this photo with you guys in case you haven't already seen it. I think it encapsulates this season for Leeds. It meant everything to them to stay up. It meant everything to those players. Rafinha was a guy who got booed off by his own fans a couple of weeks ago. And today,
I think they secured £100 million with that Jack Harrison goal by staying up. Essentially, it's given them close to £100 million that they've gotten. So, listen, it was after what Everton did on Thursday. It was gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be Leeds or Burnley. We knew that already. Burnley were just getting absolutely shit on. I don't even remember who they were playing against.
Burnley was playing Newcastle.
Newcastle, that's the one. Callum Wilson scored a double. Callum Wilson scored a double. They were getting just absolutely slapped. So it was always all up to whether Leeds could hold out. They scored a penalty. Rafinha scored a penalty to put them 1-0 up. Comes to 1-1. And then you start to think, it's going to go away. And I remember I was watching the Liverpool game, and you know how they were doing the split screen highlights. They showed me a split screen highlight of the Leeds game, and instantly my first thought in my head is Leeds just conceded and they're going down. And then you just saw the ball come out, and Harrison with an absolute beauty from outside the box into the back of the net. So yeah, man, congratulations to Leeds. Burnley, it was Sean Dyche that was the problem, but your football club still holds the name Burnley. So I don't feel bad for you. Have a good day, man.
Adios. I've wanted you to go down.
But I really didn't want Leeds to go down because they would have been very, very nice to poach from, and they have a lot of players to poach.
No more Brexit.
Just before we go any further, I just want to tell everyone we have 60 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It's absolutely free. Don't forget to do that. I'm going to remind you guys throughout the show just in case you need a little bit of a reminder. Mojo, you're going to say something?
And bro, good riddance. I just want to say good riddance, man. I've been waiting for Burnley to go down, guys. the people of Burnley, it's nothing against you. It's a long trip. I don't like that way there. I don't like your ground. I'm just have to be very honest. I also don't like your football. I don't think you play anything attractive. It's pretty much the modern era of Stoke City that we had to deal with. And you know what? This gives you a chance to get this parachute payment in the championship. Go dominate there. Go build your damn confidence. You can stay another 10 years after that if you get back. Otherwise, I'm just glad you're gone. I can't be asked, bro. And for Leeds United, hey, it ain't over until the fat lady's singing, guys, and they did not give up. This team did not give up. I genuinely thought they were dead and gone. If you'd asked me before I went to the Chelsea game this morning, who's going down, I felt like it was Leeds. Leeds looked completely devoid. I watched them the last few games. They looked like a team that was out of ideas and looked like they were pretty much staring at the relegation. And somehow they have managed to turn it around in that last game, not giving up. And hey, they deserve to stay up. By the looks of it, last game was the one thing that he needed to make count. And it sounded, if I'm correct, was it the last game when they took off Rafinha? Like they started taking off their best players during the game, and everyone was saying, "This is mad! Like you're fighting a relegation bout. What the hell are you lot doing?" Hey, now they look like they were genius for doing that.
They have a Yank as a manager, bro. What do you expect, man? It's gonna go wrong sooner or later. It's just a matter of time, but.
Hey,
yeah, big up to him. Did you see the way he collapsed on the floor today?
Bro, I saw it. I thought he passed out or something.
The way he collapsed on the floor was hilarious, man. You can tell that the emotions got the better of him, man. Now, big up to that, man. I'm actually happy for them because, well, no, I'm not. Like, why am I lying for everyone? I'm really not. I fucking hate Leeds, first of all, as an organization, as a football club, and as a city. So I really hope they were getting relegated, but. Yeah,
man. It's not easy, man. It's not easy.
We get to live with them another year, man.
But you're rivals with Leeds, so that makes sense.
I'll be the last thing for me is I've not been to their ground yet, so I want to go that once. Then they can get relegated. I don't care after that, innit? So yeah, I'm glad they're staying for another year.
You gotta use that graphic underneath Mojo. What? Anyways, I don't even know where that was.
No, and just going to that, I think we all said that it looked like Leeds were going down because the goal difference was so bad. And literally, what do we know? Yeah, it's good that Burnley have gone down. Well done to Leeds for staying up. The only thing I will go and say is that well done to Newcastle, because not only did you slap that really small team from North London 2-0 like earlier on this week, you also then went and got rid of Burnley for us. So yeah, it's all fun and games. It's all wins for us at the end of the season. So yeah, we're happy. We moved.
Boom. What about you, Hussam? How you feeling? Burnley got relegated. What are you saying, man? Talk to me about relegation.
First of all, Burnley got relegated.
No. He's not the general, bro. He wanted them to stay at the end, bro. He said Sean Dyche was the problem.
No, that's what I said though. I'm happy they got relegated, but I'm not that bothered because Sean Dyche was there. I was about to say that, before I was interrupted by you both. But anyway, because Sean Dyche is no longer there, I'm not that affected with them. Leeds going down would have been good to buy one of their players or something. That would have been the only good thing about it. But I think Leeds are better for the Premier League than Burnley, with all due respect. It got to a stage where it's just too much. There's just no point of Burnley Football Club. So might as well send them down. I'm happy Norwich come down, and I feel I will speak for 99% of football fans. I hope they don't come up, and honestly, because it gets to a point where you're just doing up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's just so weird. It just gets to a point.
Are you talking about Norwich?
What is the? No, but what's the point of their existence? Norwich. Why do you just up, down, up, down, up, down? It's just even if they come up and buy 3-4 good players, try do something. You can respect that if they went down.
It's the financial benefits, Sam. Every single time they come up, they grab that parachute money when they go down, and then when they come up, they're making. I'm gonna do some research on this, but if I'm not mistaken, from the clubs that are in kind of the relegation battles to the promotion battles, that kind of 7-8 club gap, Norwich and Fulham have kind of made the most money because of this whole parachute system where they go up, come down, go up, come down, and they're making hundreds of millions guaranteed a year just by getting relegated and promoted.
I'm not surprised. I think when you look at these teams in particular, the biggest thing I notice is which teams really want to actually stay in the Premier League. Some of these teams, they're not really strengthening as teams that want to stay in the Premier League. At first, there was a point where I thought Norwich might be turning a leaf, and this season might be.
Who got promoted this year?
It was Norwich, Watford, and Brentford, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Brentford is the one that stays. Okay.
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me, honestly.
To me, sorry, go ahead.
Nah, sorry, bro. You can go for it. It's all good.
No, I was just gonna say, to me, the simple thing with Burnley is the way that they play under their former manager frustrated a lot of teams, and having a lot more teams that open up. Now you're gonna have the whole league playing a similar style or somewhat of a similar way, where you're gonna look at it, you're gonna be like, you know what, this is not the way you used to see it. You're not gonna have too much differences. Maybe Tottenham are different, but yeah.
Spurs will be different.
In relation to this,
he's trying to speak for a while. I see him open his mouth and then close it when someone.
Hey, no. He's just having his little digs. He's building up, and let him build up.
I've got my ingredients ready to cook. Don't worry about that.
I was going to ask this question though. Like, in terms of the teams that are in the playoff final, I believe you guys are aware of the teams that are in the playoff finals, and Huddersfield versus Nottingham Forest. Who do you guys want to see coming up? Because personally, I want Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest. We want you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I want to go on the way.
Chelsea fans have a problem with Huddersfield. First of all, don't know what your lot's problem with Huddersfield is.
Who? Us?
Yeah, Chelsea.
I have no problem with them, bro.
I don't know. Chelsea fans seem to have this problem with Huddersfield. Every time I speak to them, none of them want Huddersfield to get promoted for some reason.
I just don't think they like that away day. It probably is that.
Okay, that could probably be it, but no. Nottingham Forest. It's been a while, man. Let's be real, lads. It's been a freaking while. If we talk about heritage in the Premier League, heritage in terms of big football clubs in England, Nottingham Forest is up there, and not necessarily recently, maybe, but historically. And they've obviously took that big.
No, but these clubs will come up and compete, man. I want clubs to come up and compete. That's.
But I think Nottingham Forest is obviously they're not ready to compete right now. But I'm saying if I want a club to come up, it's a club that I know has that historical backing, has that historical fan base, who I know will compete if they get into that position where they're able to.
It's not just that. It's teams that Nottingham Forest haven't been in the Premier League for years since the beginning. They deserve, so it's good to see different players, because the same teams that come up and go straight back down, like your West Broms, your Norwiches, and all that, it just gets boring after a while.
That's really the question I'm going to put in the poll, guys. I'm going to put in the poll.
I hate the fact that Alan is happy. That's my thing.
I'm going to put it.
He's smiling like a smug bastard for the last 12 minutes. By the way, for Sean was asking in the comment section, did Alan go to Norwich's academy? No, he went to Ajax's academy. He was known as Jan Vertonghen, but he retired. Now he's doing YouTube. You get me?
Hey, let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the question, which team do you want to go up in the comment section? Let us know, Nottingham Forest or Huddersfield. For me, obviously, I want Nottingham Forest. I think that I know some people who are Nottingham Forest fans, and I think they deserve to go up. And the way that they were celebrating that last game when they won, I just feel like we need that energy in the Premier League. Anyways, what are you saying, Matt?
Listen, go on. Did you say
Alan?
No, I was just going to say, it has to be Forest.
I'm good.
As Mo said it before, man. The away days to Nottingham Forest, that's something I want to do. Huddersfield just doesn't look good, and Huddersfield doesn't excite me. The team doesn't excite me, though. Obviously, you might say Man City can't talk about history, but that doesn't excite me about Huddersfield. So there's nothing really more about Huddersfield. The fan base, did they have good fans? Did they chant? So at the end of the day, I just think Nottingham will add more to the Premier League.
We saw what they did to Arsenal in the FA Cup. The way they were chanting, that's
what I was see. Having Nottingham Forest come up is a guaranteed 3 points for them against Arsenal at home.
They are not just against Arsenal. They are relentless at home. I'm sorry, but when City pull up their Premier League champions and they're being told to put their Champions Leagues on the table, it's gonna be a rough away day for most football clubs in England when they go there.
Yeah, big up to Don LFC and everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. You're one of Hussam's boys. Big up to you. Let's continue. What are you saying? Forest will win the UCL, then Arsenal.
No. Forest with more UCLs.
Forest has more UCLs than Arsenal, Spurs, and Man City. I know.
You forgot a word at the end. The word at the end is combined.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is true.
AK
is like, let me make sure this one
0
hits properly.
0 is still 0, but I had to
I can't come back at that. It's true.
Hey. If Huddersfield comes up, they have more. What do you call it? First division titles than Tottenham. So that's.
This is true. Get him in while you can, Gal. Get him in while you can. That's fine.
Anyways, big up to everybody. Do you guys want to move on to the next topic?
Listen, there's only when I said we're gonna work our way up, this is what I meant, by the way. So it's the relegation. I don't think there's anything to discuss mid-table. To be honest, everything is as it was.
No. There
isn't. So let's go to Europa League.
Oh, hey, before we go there,
one sec,
there's two things for me. Palace, Patrick Vieira. You can hold your head high. You've had to do a revamp of your squad. You've had some big moments this season. I think they've done pretty well. Crystal Palace, a lot of people pretty much wrote them off at the beginning of the season. I think they've done a tremendous job. The second team I'm going to mention is Newcastle United, guys. We thought they were dead and gone, guys. We thought they were dead and gone. I am shocked. 11th place, 49 points. They were on 15 points at one point, if I remember correctly. So this second half of the season, what they have done, phenomenal. From a form perspective, I'm going to give you your hat, man. Like, your flowers, you deserve it, man. Well done. Those are the two teams I mentioned.
Patrick Vieira is an overrated manager.
Oh, look at this. Of course. Yeah,
No. You guys just don't want to hear the facts. Less win percentage than Steven Gerrard, less points than Eddie Howe. Come on, man. You guys are just doing this Patrick Vieira nonsense. Now you're overdoing it.
Oh, okay.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Okay.
He's just an okay manager. He's just an okay
manager. The circumstances that he took over Palace this year, you will understand.
Oh, I know circumstances, nothing. That's a good team.
Wait, but then again, who in that team did he have, Sam?
That's a good team. Eddie Howe would do well with that team. Graham Potter would do well with that team. Steven Gerrard would do well with it. Frank Lampard would do well with it.
That's nonsense, man. Steven Gerrard has players who I would still even consider almost world class, and he's struggling, man.
On paper only.
Let's stop this, man.
Okay.
On paper. In reality, it's a different reality. And since Gerrard has come here, he's gotten way more points than Vieira, and you call him an aura guy. So,
shit! I forgot. I haven't had a chance to character building moment. Absolutely, he's completed his mission, bro. Frank Lampard and Everton Football Club. I know Sam's not gonna like this. We need to mention this, guys. Let's talk about it. Frank Lampard has done a remarkable job, guys. He saved Everton. I don't know how he's done it. You want to cry about it, Hussam? You tell me what you got to tell me.
Remarkable job.
He's done it. He's
Mojo, let me just say this, Mojo.
You do realize when Lampard came in, there was no threat of relegation whatsoever. They were 16th comfortably.
Oh my God. Mojo, let me ask you a question, yeah? You see this here? This is my phone, yeah? So if I take my phone and I throw it at that wall as hard as I can and it breaks into pieces, and then I pick up the pieces, I take it back to my desk and I put them all together and I get the phone working again. Do I deserve a present for that? Do I deserve to be praised for that?
Yeah.
Why do I deserve to be praised?
Hey, because as far as I know, you're not a tech-savvy person, and you just.
As far as you're aware, I'm the idiot that threw my phone at the wall and broke it. That's what Frank Lampard did. Frank Lampard took it, broke it, and then fixed it for credit. I'm sorry.
No, bro. Everton was already broken. Let's not lie.
They were not. There was no relegation.
They were broken.
There was no relegation.
They were broken.
Well, as Hassam said,
no, they were not. They were not even in a battle.
They fired their manager, guys, because of this shit. Bro. Why we lying?
No, they were not going to get relegated, bro.
Who said they were getting relegated? They haven't gotten relegated.
No, but again, Lampard put them in a relegation threat, bro. Like
you can say that all you want, bro. You can say it all you want, bro. But Frank Lampard has saved Everton Football Club. You guys right about it. Hey, all I said was, I'm not even saying.
We're gonna see him next season, and we're gonna see him actually get relegated. That's how shit.
You know what's crazy? I'm not even saying this guy is not going to be the best manager. All I said is character building a moment. Hey, character building moment is now complete. He's completed his character arc. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is a character building moment.
He's unlocked every listen. No, well done to Frank Lampard. Well done to Vieira. Well done to Gerrard. Well done to Graham Potter. And also Graham. Who said for what?
No. To Gerrard, bro. Gerrard's done nothing, bro.
Oh my God.
Gerrard's done nothing.
One sec, please. Before Hussam goes crazy, we're not going to discredit what Steven Gerrard has done, guys.
He's done nothing.
Yes, he has. He's coming and he's taken Villa from what? Where were they? 14th.
They were 17th when he first came.
17th when he came in, and they're sitting top.
And they were in a relegation battle.
Come on, lads. Let's keep.
No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. They were underperforming, guys.
I will respond to Mojo.
Their squad was way better than this.
I just want to finish.
Their squad was way better than this.
I just want to finish off two more names, and then I'll let Hussam respond to Mojo as he should. The last two names are fuck Thomas Frank. I hope he holds relegation. and then he holds liquidation the year after. Him and his football club are shit. The stadium deserves to be demolished as well in the process. And also, what's his name, man? The Wolves manager's name.
Bruno Lage.
Bruno Lage has built an effective defensive system, but can't seem to be able to put the ball in the back of the net no matter how hard he tries. If he was to, he has, in my opinion, one of the worst strikers I've ever seen in my life. What's that youth's name up top?
Jimenez.
No. That kid that I'm talking about, the kid with the longer hair. Fabian, that's the one. That's the absolute fucking bum. So yeah, I think he's got a good defensive system. If he gets
said he's a kid. Why are you cussing a kid?
If he gets in a good attacking system or good attacking players, I think Wolves could be okay to be competing for Europa League or Conference League positions next season, to be honest. But Hassam, please defend Steven Gerrard as he should be defended.
Mojo,
go ahead.
This is why people don't like Chelsea fans. This is why you came on here and you credited Frank Lampard for taking him from 16th to 16th, putting them in a relegation battle and then saving them from a relegation battle. That's like me having a pet dog, throwing him in the water and then saving him from drowning. Now, why did you throw him in the water to begin with? When you look at Steven Gerrard, I'm giving you facts. Forget my opinion, forget your opinion. Ever since Stevie G has become Aston Villa manager, the only teams to get more points in the league are the Big Six and Newcastle. That's literally it. He's taken more points than every other team in the league. So using the actual factual logic, he'd finish 7th in the league in a Conference League position. So he has done well, because the problem is when we look at Aston Villa on the league table, we immediately think Gerrard and we just ignore what Dean Smith did. Dean Smith was there, bro, for like 2-3 months. He was there and he cost them a lot of points. That's why they sacked him. So when you look at Stevie G, ever since Stevie G has arrived, he's gotten the most points bar Newcastle and the Big Six. So that's something that, basically he's the best of the rest. And Aston Villa, for the 100th time, I will say this. Aston Villa on paper look quite sexy to a lot of people. Leon Bailey, Danny Ings, oh my God. When you watch them play football, even before with Dean Smith, you understand that a lot of these players, and Mojo, I think you also know what I'm about to say, a lot of these players on paper look so good, but in real life, when you watch them play, Ollie Watkins today, when they were 2-0 up, he could score the third. You can ask G Certified now. Ollie Watkins, dog shit. Ings, dog shit. Players like that, but people rate. John McGinn, he's fine, he's good, he's not amazing. Douglas Luiz, Tyrone Mings, we were talking about him being the worst centre back in the league. So when people say like, Villa this, Villa that, I don't buy into that hype. Because Villa, for example, also, remember what we said about Everton? They're doing the same mistake. They went and bought Callum Chambers from Arsenal. So they're not even doing like good transfers. So like on paper, they look good, but in real life, it's a different thing.
And I would love to agree with you, brother. I just, I think they were a team that was highly underperforming. What Steven Gerrard has done is he's come into a team, new manager bounce, and he's done well enough to be in 14th. But I'm like, this is what I expect Villa to be at least about. So to me, I'm like, I'm not going to give credit to this. Next season, fresh start. I'll see what he does then. But right now, there's nothing to really compliment here, guys. We just keep it moving, bro. At the end of the day.
There's one more team that we could talk about before we get to the Europa League sides. It's West Ham. West Ham. How do you guys feel about West Ham's season? Would you say this was a good season for them? Getting to the Europa League semifinals, finishing 7th, or would you say, you know what, looking at the end of it, it's kind of been disappointing? What do you think?
No, it's been a good season, I'd say, for West Ham.
It's been a very good season, man.
I don't think
the reason why it's been a very good season is because they went for both things. They didn't subsidise like one for the other. They tried to do it on both fronts, and with a smaller team to stay 7th or be in the mix for Europa League is still a credit to them. I think they've done really well. They were, for me, they could have, on another day, especially in that second leg with that red card, if it could have gone a different way, they might have got to the final. Just unfortunate for them. I think they had a good season, and now what Conference League I think next season, if they buy correctly and I reckon if they would choose the league over the Conference League next season, I think they'll be there or thereabouts again for the Europa League. So I think, credit to them. They fell a bit short, but they'll go again next year. So fair play to them, and David Moyes has done a good job since going back to them.
Yeah, and they just couldn't beat Brighton.
No, but remember, sorry, Igal, to interrupt. They got to the semi-finals, bro.
Yeah. That's what I said.
can we just actually be honest? Who the fuck are West Ham? Who is West Ham? Why are people acting like West Ham are this big club who's supposed to be here? Who the fuck is West Ham? We grew up on West Ham going championship and coming back up and playing 2 good years of football, then going championship and then coming back up. Now, West Ham just got to the semi-finals of the Europa League. That is a feat that you have to stand up and clap for David Moyes. I was about to call him David Moyes. He's so good. You have to clap. Bro,
I said I'm going to change his nationality.
Yes, they finished lower in the league. I understand. But when you look, one second. But when you look at the context, he was not backed properly. In January, I spoke to West Ham fans. I think AK was on that show as well on my channel. They needed a striker. Everyone knew they needed a striker. They didn't sign him. They put all the weight on.
They were literally. I remember they were asking for anybody who can put the ball in the back of the net.
Or easy, literally.
They were literally saying they don't care about anyone. They just want someone who is capable of scoring. That's it.
Bro, if they signed Eddie Nketiah, they would have done well. But look,
what?
I'm trolling. Relax.
Bro, they would have. No, he ain't even lying. Bro, they just relied on Antonio. Europa League, Premier League. Let me
ask you guys this: the biggest disappointment this season, bar Manchester United, has to be Leicester. Leicester were terrible this season. Listen to me. They got knocked out of the Europa League, went down to the Conference League.
Just stop this James Maddison hate thing you got.
In the league, they were horrendous. Can anyone here actually tell me Leicester were really good this season?
Again, you're taking everything out of context, my brother. Go look at what has happened to them this season. They've had 3 centre-backs injured. They've had 3 centre-backs injured for the last 18 months. They've had central midfielders out. They've had their striker out. They've had 2 of their fucking wingers out. Like, they've been injury riddled from the beginning. For the last 18 months, they've been a walking injury football club, bro. I'm not that mad at it.
Yeah, this is true. And also, what Arsenal fans are doing now, blaming injuries for why they didn't get top 4, you can't then go and say that to Leicester when they've been riddled with injuries for most of the season. Standards, Gal, standards.
The whole season, they got their centre-backs back. The crazy thing, they got a centre-back from Southampton who then got injured for the whole season. Like, do you understand how crazy that is?
It couldn't get worse, man.
Their centre-back got injured in pre-season, went and got one, and then he got injured as well. And they were left to play fucking Soyuncu and 62-year-old Johnny Evans at the fucking back, bro.
Okay.
Do you know what's crazy?
For a team... One second. I'm willing to be corrected on this. And I hear you guys. I completely get where you're coming from. But has this season been disappointing based on Leicester the last couple of seasons competing for top 4 until the final minute? And also,
when you take context into account, no.
They went into the Europa League.
Who were they competing with, though?
They went into the Europa League, and then they dropped down to the Conference League. And when they went into the Conference League, they didn't even get to the final.
I think we have to say it as it is, bro. Like, I'm someone that is particularly disappointed, but I think if you don't look at the context, you won't understand where things went wrong for them. I think the fact that their centre backs in particular is an area they were leaking goals, guys. Like, they were leaking goals left, right, centre, and it was actually really bad to watch. They couldn't play their football. There's a lot of this team that just completely and utterly broke down. A lot of it, I remember and when it got to like January, I was thinking like, bro, like this team is really disappointed me. Like, I expected so much better from them. They didn't really address much with the January window. In fact, if I'm correct, they didn't sign anybody, which was quite surprising, but that's fine. I think if they get their players back, they're going to be in a better place next season than they are now. But you have to also take into account one thing with them. Despite this being a very disappointing season for them, they're 6 points behind Manchester United, who are in 6th place. That's not really the worst. Like, in my opinion, when I put it into context for a team that I think has done really bad, they're 6 points behind Man United, man. It's not as bad as it looks.
Can we talk about the actual biggest disappointments in English football this year, please?
Yeah.
I think they haven't been. I don't think they've been given enough slack over the last 5 weeks. I think everyone has given up on them the same way they've given up on themselves, and no one really even talks about them and how bad this season has been. Let's be honest. It is
Chelsea and Man United.
No, come on, man. We're talking about the biggest disappointment, and you're telling me about Chelsea. Come on, bro. The thing is, this is now mathematically the worst season Manchester United have had in over 33 years, or is it 32 years? Since 80-something. the worst season they've had since the 1980s.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, a lot of things have gone wrong this season in terms of the manager. It's been a complete capitulation, which is why I'm not really that mad. Obviously, with the players that we brought in, we should have done better. Let's be very honest. But when I take into context everything that's happened this season and just how bad we've been based because of the changes in manager, the changes in terms of all of the shit that's essentially been happening, I'm not losing my shit because a lot of people will sit here and will banter these players, will take the piss out of them. Absolutely. A lot of them aren't good enough. Some of them still are good enough, but they just haven't been able to show it this season because of the change in managers and whatnot. And we will see that some of these players will automatically improve under the new manager straight away. I'm not saying they're going to be world beaters or they're going to be incredible, but we will see improvements on them, and we will see them at least be capable Premier League players. The other thing is Ralph Rangnick. Now, I'm going to judge, if I was to judge him on purely his role as sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, if I was to judge him purely on his role as interim manager, then
Are we talking about Man United?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, let's go.
If I was to judge him purely on his role as an interim manager, honest to God, he's probably the worst manager I have ever seen in the Premier League. If we're just to judge him on as a manager, I have not seen a worse one. But then I look at the players and all the shit that's coming out. That Laurie Whitwell article that came out today, talking about how players refused to come for team meals because they didn't want to sit with the manager, or they didn't want to sit with the rest of the team. How players refused to attend training because they weren't taking the manager seriously. Like it's a lot deeper than it looks. Like you have footballers who are refusing to attend team meals and training sessions because they don't want to see their co-workers. That's how much hate there was going on in that changing room. So there was an article that came out from Whitwell today that broke it down really, really well about everything that's been going on in the back. So if you haven't read that and you're a United fan, go read that. It'll give you a better understanding of what's going on. But yeah, Rangnick as a manager, 0 out of 10. As an interim, he's doing a good job so far. As a consultant, he's doing a good job in consulting what he's consulting so far. But all I can say is, alhamdulillah, the season is now over. Don't have to stress or worry about it. Can put this one behind us and focus on the next one, man. It was a horrible one, but we can move. If at least I can say we have Europa League, so we have 2 directions into the Champions League next season.
Okay, just before we continue, my guy, what are you saying? Doc LFC saying Fofana broke his leg preseason, and Ndidi's injury too. Yeah, definitely. And AFCON also hurt them because Ndidi went to AFCON, right? But
that's also true. That's what you have to give clubs like Leicester that context, to be honest, because they don't have the cards and stuff. Anyway, let me just talk about my favorite meal. You know, Manchester United. The biggest disappointments this season, lost 9-0 on aggregate to their biggest rivals and had to watch them lift 2 trophies. Inshallah, the 7th Champions League next week as well. Their other biggest rivals have just won the league title today. So it's just a very disappointing season if you're a United fan, specifically if you look back at what happened in August with the signings and how excited they were. You know, there still is. You know, the thing is that first of all, number one, I think the weird thing with the United fan base is as follows. I think United fans now have just turned into like this whole toxic thing where they're just putting their own players up against each other every time I come into space. Martial versus Rashford, Pogba versus Bruno, Varane versus Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, De Gea, Henderson. It's just like they're constantly bickering about their own players, which shows you sort of where the team is. And it's like, I know that it might be like a poor analysis, but I genuinely feel it sometimes. Like how the way the fans think sometimes might reflect on what's actually happening in the team. Like you see United fans constantly just arguing between themselves on their own players. Like it's just constant argument. Who should we start, Cavani or Ronaldo? Oh, Cavani, high work rate, blah, blah. They were literally arguing their own players all season. And I think, like, if, you know, the thing is with United, minimum requirement was top 4. Minimum requirement. So even if they fucked up if they fucked up the most and had a horrendous season, you would at least say they would have finished 4th. So the fact that They weren't in Champions League, and they weren't even in contention to get fourth on the last day with some goal difference or some shit like that is weird. The fact that they have a goal difference of 0, is embarrassing. Club the size of Man United, that cannot happen, because you have like at least 5-6 teams every season. You should be blitzing at Old Trafford by itself. Also, today there were only 2 clubs out of 20 who did not score a goal, and that's Norwich and Man United. Man United have been a disappointment. They haven't even lifted a trophy still in 5 years. If we include the Liverpool Legends game against the United Legends, they lost 12-1 on aggregate. City came to Old Trafford, gave them slow death. I just do not know. The one thing I just do not understand, how the fuck did Man United beat Tottenham twice? And then City and Liverpool do not beat Tottenham. I do not understand. See, fuck football. I'm very with you. It's a weird sport, but we love it, So, listen, United have been the biggest disappointment. We're going to sit here, talk about Chelsea, Liverpool, City, everyone. United have been hands down the worst disappointment. And I'll end on this. Watching Ten Hag on the stand, he's always like, shit, what did I sign up for? Wallah, he had that worried face. Like, he was like, oh, shit. Like, I feel like he had a moment where he realized, oh, my God, I actually have so much work to do. And I read somewhere, I think Ake was the guy who retweeted it as well, like that Ten Hag was asking the players to come back 2 weeks earlier than all the other teams. Well, he should not
when he was negotiating.
Bro, start pre-season tomorrow. That's how much work.
When he was negotiating his contract, apparently, he one of the clauses of him accepting the contract was the players would have to return from pre-season 2 weeks earlier than planned before. Only, and this is the funny part, not return to come and train. No. Return only for cardio work. That is it. He wants them to return 2 weeks early so they can run around for 2 weeks and lose the fat that they have on them, which is not a bad idea, to be honest. Now, listen, Hassan, wallah, you're absolutely right. There's no 2 ways about it. United, factually, is in the worst place they have ever been, especially since the Premier League started. This is the worst. This is as bad as it's gotten. But the good thing is, we know what went wrong this season. Listen, I'm not as I'll be real with you. I was more angry at the end of last season than I am at the end of this season, if that makes sense. Because at the end of last season, it was that false hope and that all of that. That's what killed me. But this season, I know what went wrong. I think we all understand what the problem is. Obviously we can run banter and agenda, but if me and Hassan were to sit down and have a factual conversation about Manchester United, me and him could come down to to answer the question of what is wrong with Man United, because it's so obvious, it's out there, we can all see what's wrong. So listen, we just have to hope they go out there and get the job.
You know what the worst thing, AK, is? Your team went and signed Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, and Varane, and you had the quality that you could say the quality of your players is up there with the majority of the teams. But the fact that there's no cohesion, the fact that there's no actual...
but what brings all of that in again? What brings all of that in?
1 second, I'm going to get to that. The fact that there's no team element all season, Ten Hag coming in as a manager, his job is not going to be easy.
1 hug, 2
his
hug,
job is not going to be that
3
easy.
hug, 4 hug,
His
5
job is not
hug,
going to be just as
6
simple
hug,
as
7 hug, 8 hug, 9 hug, 10 hug.
It's not just going to be as simple.
The worst tongue of all time, hands down, wallah.
1 second.
For the worst season.
For me, I honestly believe Manchester United fans and Manchester United in general believes that just this season they're going to be able to implement a system and get back to a certain level of football. I think it's going to take at least a year before you can see the fruits of his labor. And you're not going to see this in the first year. There's going to be players that are not going to be suited to the system. He's going to have to try to adapt with. And he's going to need at least 2 windows to get players in and out. And that's 2 summer windows before you start seeing his team take shape. I don't think Manchester United is going to be able to fast track this rebuild just based on the money that they have or the amount of players that are going to be leaving on a free. You might disagree as much as you want, but I personally think this Manchester United team finished the season scoring 57 goals and 57 goals conceded, 0 goal difference. You really think you're going to now take this team from 6th and jump straight back into 4th with Ten Hag? I don't think that's realistic.
I think it's very, very realistic, because what you're looking at is a group of players who have proven, and if it was a group of unproven players, I would understand. These are players that are proven that they are capable of playing at levels that they have played at this season. This season I'm telling you now, this season has been the ultimate capitulation and they've all lost their heads. All they need is a manager to put their heads back and tell them, yo, it's time to play football again. Let's stop all of this shit that's happening in the news and all the shit that's happening in the outside, and let's concentrate on football. Go on, Alan.
So for me, it's not going to be as quick as AK thinks. I think this is for Man United at this moment in time a complete reset where literally Ten Hag comes in. You've got quite a lot of players going. You've had the restructure upstairs. And I think it's going to be a building process. I think it's going to take a couple of seasons, but you've got the right manager in to play the right type of football that you want at United. A couple of seasons
to compete or to get top 4?
I reckon it'll be a couple of seasons. I think you'll be around the same position, maybe top 4 this time. A couple of seasons to compete.
Yeah, that's absolutely agree.
Ten Hag's got to get the people who are left over to get in shape. They've got to get that team ethnic back, the team playing style back, and all that. He's got all the tools to do the job. He's just got to be left to get on with it now. And obviously, if Man United do Man United things and go, we want this player, we want that player, it's going to disrupt it. If you let Ten Hag get the people he wants to, I think you'll get back to where you want to quicker. But it's still going to be a couple of seasons before you're challenging. But you're in the way it's set up for you to start next season is the right way. You just got to obviously hope that Rangnick's allowed to do what he wants to do, Ten Hag's allowed to do what he wants to do, and then you can go forward. Man United do Man United things and continue going, let's stick Declan Rice in there for 100 million who you don't want, or let's put somebody else in at the back for another 50, 60 million who you don't need, you're only going to cause yourself more problems. So obviously everyone expected United top 4 and it didn't work that way. You had the players, but you never had, like Gal said, the team, you didn't have the team together, you had individuals. That's what happened before. That's the problem. And then you had both Ollie and then when Rangnick comes in, who wants a interim manager that you're not really going to play for because they're not going to be there as the manager next season, and quite a lot of the people are on holiday for the last 3 months, and you can see that in your performances. But I reckon a couple of seasons time, I reckon you'll be back where you are if Ten Hag's allowed to do what he wants to do.
Boom. And people, do me a favor. There's 180 of you guys in the chat. If only 50% of you guys hit that like button, we'd have over 90 likes right now, but we only have 45. So if you could do that for me, it'd be absolutely amazing. Now, continuing on, do you guys want to still stay on Manchester United? Because there's a couple of you guys who haven't spoken.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
What?
On the whole thing on Man United, I just wanted to say, I hear that how quick it's going to be, but I think I don't think they're going to win a title under Ten Hag. I know it's too early. I know it might be too early to say this. I'm not sure how long he'll stay, but I think there's more problems with Man United than what's on the pitch. I think I've said this before on many spaces, on the spaces with what's his name, Mr. Structure and Devils and the Deals. I've said this on the spaces, Nagy. I think there's more problems at that club than just the players. I think obviously you can see Ronaldo, there's Varane, they've got a good team, but they know how to invest in the right places. But when it comes to upstairs, I'm not sure, man. Until those Glazers go and they start a new structure from the get-go, I don't care who they're bringing, like on the team. They can bring in Haaland, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Prime, Messi. They can bring them all in. Whoever they want to bring in, as long as that structure stays the same, I'm not really threatened.
Do you think it's possible for Ronaldo to go PSG, even though he said he wants to stay? Because Mbappe runs that team now, and his idol is Ronaldo. So,
nah, I don't
think.
If Neymar leaves, that might happen.
But if he does go to PSG, he'll show Messi how to do it in the French league.
PSG can't afford
oh my God!
PSG can't afford to take on his wages, man.
PSG can afford everything.
They cannot anymore, man. I'm so sorry. They can't. It's impossible.
I reckon UEFA would actually, if they signed Ronaldo, UEFA would actually.
It's impossible. It cannot happen.
Mbappe is the new president of France. I hear that. Anyways,
I just want to say one thing, Igal, on Man United before we move on. Unless Mojo, you want to speak on United?
Yeah, and it's gonna sound very harsh, but I just have to be blunt with it. Everyone is trying to say this. Man United, is the biggest disappointment this season, and personally, that would mean that you had expectations for the club in the first place. As a rival fan, it's gonna sound like I'm being like it's tribalism on my part and being biased. But honestly speaking, when this season was starting, I had a lot of conversation with Man United fans, and I told them about that second place finish and everything leading up to that point. And one of the things that I used as a massive argument was that, look, despite having a better squad, this team seems to have not won shit. They are bottling things left, right, center, and people wanted me to believe that suddenly this team was primed and ready to be winning titles just because. I genuinely believe part of this next build with Manchester United has to be the fact that they need to win on the competitions that they're in right now. In other words, you're in Europa League next season. Manchester United is in the Europa League. Manchester United wins the Europa League should be what happens. But the fact of the matter is, what will more than likely happen is people will try and excuse it in some way, shape, or form, saying, it's not really that important of a competition, blah, 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 blah. Stop that bullshit, man. I hate it. In the Premier League, you have to understand your squad, what you teach them from a young age or from the moment that you start putting them together will be the things that they will try and do together on multiple fronts. If you teach them that certain competitions are not important or certain situations are not important, guess what? This team will perform only on big occasions because that's the ones that they're motivated for. But what you want to do is actually show them that the Man United mentality is to win everything that they're competing for. The best way to do that, sign the best players, and the ones that have an attitude and don't understand that the club comes first, get the fuck out of that door, bro. Nobody needs you at this club. The problem is, for far too long at Manchester United, a lot of fans have been lowering the standards, and I've been telling them, stop lowering the standards of your club if you're saying that it's the biggest club in this country and should be up in the upper echelon with Real Madrid's and Barcelona's and all of that stuff. Treat it like that type of club then. Because at the end of the day, if you don't protect it like that, that means the players that you sign and you're giving hard-earned money to, guess what? They're not working hard for it. They're not competing for the right competitions. And they're not actually bringing Man United to the levels that they should be in. And a lot of people seem to be saying like, oh, 4th place is good enough. No, 4th place is a start. That's Man United getting back to the start that they needed to be in. Man United should be at the very least a top 4 club, but they haven't been. They've been a yo-yo club, and the reason why that's happening is because you have players that generally, in my opinion, are not fit for that fucking badge. They have literally got no business playing for Manchester United Football Club. They should not be in the Premier League. And for some reason, bro, to me, there's too many. There's too many. I could be here all day, bro. I'm going to say it as it is, and I'm going to be blunt with it, because at the end of the day, Manchester United fans should be this pissed off, as in my opinion. If your club is not competing on the levels that it shouldn't be, you as fans need to demand it, and don't excuse their failures, bro, because some of these players, I can't believe some of the shit that you've had to watch. And then you have a manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that people were trying to make me believe it's like, oh, he gets the Manchester United way and he's building this and he's building that. Fuck that bullshit, bro. Look where he's brought you. This is what's happened now as a result of 3 years of wasted time with this guy, bro. He don't deserve it. Simple as. And there are people like Harry Maguire who are protected by the media. For what? Why are you protected by the media? Why is he protected, bro? I don't understand. There are too many people that don't perform on that pitch for Man United, and they should be fucking held accountable just like any other person, bro. And the fact that they're not is why this club is stuck where they are. Hopefully, Erik ten Hag is the new start that they need. Hopefully, the new people they've hired at the top is the new start that they need. But you as fans also need to demand the same shit, bro. If you want your club to be at the top, you demand that shit from them. And don't let anything else slip, in my opinion, because that's where the problem is that Man United, I'm sorry, and the reason why I'm so pissed off about this, let me make it very fucking clear.
Why are you so passionate about Man United?
No, it's not even about Man United, bro. I'm fucking tired of every season looking at this league table and it's Man City and Liverpool up there, bro. It's fucking long. It is so long, bro. I don't know about you lot, but I don't like this shit. This is the shit we have to break.
We have to break this shit, bro. Spurs will be there next season, don't worry. Spurs will be there.
I knew you was going to say that shit.
Hey, Alan, say like you believe it though, bro. I beg you, please.
I do believe it.
No, but yeah, honestly,
believe it as well,
they need to fix it, man. They need to just fix this shit, man. Because to me, it's not just a Man United thing, bro. I'm demanding the same shit from my club, bro. I'm not going to be a hypocrite to people and say, I'm just saying this about Man United. My club is the same, and I've been screaming the same message for 5 years plus now. So it's the same shit for Man United, bro. Fucking tell these people that we can't allow this, second place finish is good enough. It's not good enough.
No, you're right, Mojo, 100%. A lot of these players aren't good enough, and a lot of them, I don't think will be here. The next time Manchester United wins a trophy, I don't think 7 or 8 of the players that are playing today will be there. Or the 7 or 8 players that have been playing this season regularly in the 11 will be there to win that trophy, in my opinion.
But then you disagreed with me when I said it's going to take you more than a year to see how to see like a lot of.
Hey, girl, there's a difference between top 4 and winning a trophy. I know top 4 is like winning a trophy for Arsenal fans, but top 4 is not a trophy.
I don't even know what that's like.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
okay.
top
Well,
4.
there's a difference between talking about top 4 and talking about a trophy. I think this United team is, with the additions they get this summer, more than capable of competing for top 4 next season.
Do you think this team can compete for?
I would agree with that.
100%. What?
Within 3
They
years,
compete with who? Sorry.
So you think
Igal's telling me that this team with the additions in the summer should not be competing for top 4 or getting top 4. They should.
But why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
They underperformed this season. That's all it is.
That's what Igal is not processing. I feel like that's the part Igal doesn't understand, is the fact that this team heavily underperformed this season. They fully capitulated. From January, they were on holiday, bro. They were gone. So a lot of these players will automatically improve. The performances will improve. The only way I can explain it to you is, how do I explain this? What example can I even use here?
No, because I almost feel like you're trying to punch down because I'm an Arsenal fan. But realistically, what I'm saying is, I feel like this Manchester United team. I feel
didn't
like
even talk about Arsenal. Then
I'm about to punch down. Don't worry about that.
Insecurities. I didn't even talk about your football club. But you know what? Now that you mentioned it, let's talk about Arsenal.
No, we're gonna talk about Arsenal in a second. We're gonna talk about Arsenal in a second. We're gonna talk about Arsenal in a second. And J4, my guy Jay wants to.
Yes, Mojo.
But just before you go, I'm gonna say this. I genuinely feel like this is a fair point based on how bad this season has been. I don't think Manchester United is just going to snap into a gear and then next year be back in the top 4. I think it's going to, in order for you to be back next season, I think it's going to take a lot more than just the manager instilling a culture and style. And when you do that, there is a time period of like trying to see the adjust. It does get worse before it does get better. And I don't think
did you expect your team, Arsenal Football Club, to perform the way they did this season?
No, I didn't. 8th and spending 150 million.
Right?
No,
no. So Man United finished 6th right now. Yes, they are 13 points behind Spurs, who are 4th place. That's generally think it is a lot in terms of points. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to deny.
We were 8th and we were 6 points off 4th.
Have you seen this United team this season?
But that's what I'm trying to say to you. They have been so bad. They have been so bad.
I've been watching them. I've done quite a few watch-alongs.
Guys,
I just want to say one thing. Igal. Let me
to say this United team can't compete.
But you
for top
think they're going to be bad again?
That's a lie, bro. Of course.
No, but you cannot say compete.
I'm not saying that.
One sec. Let me just bring some order. Some order. Compete and get is different. That's number one. Number two.
No. What we're talking about, Hassan, is again, when I say compete, I mean battle for top 4 and have a very good chance of getting.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. One sec. I'm not disagreeing. One second.
Yeah.
I'm saying, first of all, they can compete for top 4. They can, and they will fight for it. Second of all, I think Man United fans, and I know that this might sound emotional, but football is an emotional sport. They need to like the team again, because it's just there's literally, I promise you, 99% of United fans literally just hate their own players. It's like, I'm not talking dislike, I'm talking hate. So they need to like their players. Third of all, they need to see a specific style of play. They need to see an actual style of play that's actually enjoyable to watch and doesn't make them fall asleep. So there is a process to go through. But top 4 is not that crazy in my opinion. But they will have to fight for it because...
Correct.
And this is the perfect segue if you want, Igal, because of that wig-wearing bastard.
No, you're doing the wrong segue, Hassan. Segue to the other side of North London, please.
No, but that wig-wearing bastard won't get anywhere near top 4 next
Anyways,
season.
guys.
No. Which wig-wearer are you talking about?
Listen.
Who's the good wig-wearing bastard?
Oh, no, there's the Italian one and there's the Spanish one. The Italian
I immediately thought
the Italian one is going to get top 4.
The Italian one is the one I'm frightened of. The Spanish wig-wearer,
if we're going to talk about Arsenal, it's just fitting if we're going to talk about Arsenal, we also talk about Tottenham. So we're going to do this whole
No, we're not putting you in the same bracket.
No. Different.
Sorry.
You can separate them as much as you want.
Okay,
but
don't
season,
put them on the same.
The two are synonymous.
Igal, stop talking. Listen to me.
Bro, we said we're gonna do one other team, bro. Come on.
Can I see that picture in the back?
Yeah, you can see it.
Can you get rid of all of us?
Show us. Get rid of us and keep the picture.
Get rid of all of us. I just want to see that picture in the back. If you can do that.
is?
So, as you can see, that is Manchester United and Arsenal going to the Europa League. Tottenham is on. They're a level up. They're in the Champions League, bro. We can't be putting you lot in the same bracket as them this year. I'm sorry. So, as Hussam was segueing, we're gonna segue from the red side of Manchester, and we're gonna take a bullet train straight to the red side of fucking North London. Let's talk about Arsenal Football Club. Let's talk about how they bottled top four. Let's talk about how they spent 150 million after finishing 8th, and they achieved what they were meant to achieve, which is Europa League. They didn't overachieve this season. They got what they were supposed to. Let's talk about how.
Igal, I dare you downplay this. I dare you downplay it. We will all ruin you. We will all come together and ruin you.
Just accept it. Wallahi, accept it. There's no beef.
First things first. I'm gonna have to first things first talk to you guys and understand. I've been on here this whole time and I've always said there's no excuses. If you guys want me to give you context like AK did for 2 hours and talk about how the team got to this situation,
yes, please.
You want me to do that? Or
I would like to hear the context.
Okay.
Give me all the context, Igal. Give me all the context.
I'm a fair man.
Look at Alan flexing his biceps. I hate this show. I hate vibes from
Get me off the show, man.
Hey.
My man Alan's doing this, like, bro.
Just relaxing, guys. Relaxing top 4.
Guys,
This is
How are you
your fault.
allowing Alan to flex on you?
Alan behaving like this is your fault, bro. I'm just letting you know.
I can't be in a show where Alan's
Champions League relaxation.
I'm dying, bro.
Now you guys are annoying. First things first. No one's downplaying the fact that Tottenham got top 4. Congratulations to Tottenham for Hotspur. You guys got top 4. We
Not enough energy. You have to say more energy.
We're obviously going for the same target, right? First of all, I was very down after the Newcastle game because I knew it was not going to happen. And when it comes down to this whole situation, the reason why I was so upset is because I genuinely believe this team was going to be able to get it. I always said there's no excuses for injuries. I always said there's no excuses for everything. If you want context, we can get into it. I've always said it's a disappointment if we don't get top 4 and we don't end with the rest of this in top 4 in Champions place at the end of the season. And when it comes down to it, these players, they are good enough to get top 4 if they were mentally able to get it. They just physically and mentally did not get us over the line. They couldn't do it. They didn't show up on the night, and it was small margins, which is the difference between us and Tottenham at this moment in time. I personally blame the players and the manager for certain areas in the season, certain pockets of the season messing up. At the beginning of the season, the recruitment and everything was not done in time before the beginning of the season to be prepared for the first 3 games. We weren't prepared for the Brentford game. We weren't prepared for the Man City game. We weren't prepared for the Chelsea game. Then we started going on losing streaks. When we lost the 3 games in a row after we got injuries, Mikel Arteta's at fault for not preparing the team properly and not getting us and not making the adjustments properly quick enough to get us prepared for the next couple games after we lost. He shouldn't have consistently played Xhaka out of position or played Lokonga for those 3 games. Then, if you want to talk about the season in a whole, we messed up in January, as everybody here has told me numerous times. We should have signed players, which I agreed with you guys. We should have signed players, but I generally felt like even though we didn't sign them, we were good enough to get it. And the fact that we didn't get it, it's on us. I'm not going to downplay it. I'm not going to say this or that. At the end of the day, Tottenham got it. Big up Tottenham for getting it. Let's see what you guys do. We're going to be in the Europa League.
You need more energy when you say big up Tottenham.
I don't care, Hussam. I don't give a shit. Are you gonna give the same energy for when we talk about Liverpool, Man City?
I will say congratulations, Manchester City, and smile.
Okay. So
why are you angry?
Someone in the chat. Sorry, I just have to say this real quick here. Someone in the chat. This is no joke. I swear to God, I'll send a screenshot in our group chat. Someone in the chat must have gone on my Twitter account. They sent me a Cash App which is connected to my Twitter account, in which they said, "You can keep this money if Igal shows us the latest graph on Arsenal winning getting top 4." So Igal,
there is none.
What was the last one before the?
How much is it, AK?
It was 4%.
It was 4% for Arsenal.
Yeah.
What is it right now, Igal?
Obviously, it's 0 because Arsenal have no more games. What are you chatting about? Listen, AK, Wallahi, I let you off easy so many times. You know I could go and find videos of you. Their team would get top 4.
That would go.
That is so dumb. Listen,
whoever that was in the chat, I'm keeping the £40, bro. I'm not sending that back.
You guys, I know for a fact, you guys are now going to chat a bunch of bullshit.
He sent you £40?
You guys, if you guys actually want to chat real football, let's do that. Because right now, I just feel like you want to talk football when it's Manchester United, but you're gonna just slander Arsenal for the next 20 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, you know what? Just let's save him. Let's save him for a second. Let's save him. You know what? G certified, I think, will be probably the most calmest out of us all. So I say we go to him next because I don't think any of us are gonna be nice. We're all going to be on smoke, bro. I'm so sorry, Igal. You're going to have to take the smoke. But maybe G Certified is going to be more merciful because he's just won the Premier League, bro.
It's going to be a violation.
I'm too calm to come for a guy to come for Arsenal. To be fair, from what I've heard from Arsenal, to get top 4, yeah, it was full Mikel Arteta. I don't know, at the start of the season, I didn't think he was going to even make it, right? So for me, I can't even come with that smoke anyways, really. Then obviously as the season progressed, though that game against Tottenham, Newcastle, those 2 games, that Tottenham game especially, they took that game for granted. You can't be taking that game for granted. And if you don't take these games, these North London derbies, I know Holden did a madness, a few injuries, but if you don't take the big games for advantage, that's partly why we won the league. The big games, you've got to win, or you've got to compete in the big games, get the points. And if you get those, if Arsenal got those points against Spurs, that could have been extra motivation to go to Newcastle, and that could have been, then we could have been talking about a whole different conversation. So I just think for Arsenal, they've gave Arteta the contract, right? I'd say give him a season, give him one more season, see what he can do, see with that squad. Bring in, you've already spent 150 million. Now what you need to do, get him a few of it. If he doesn't deliver next season, then I think it's time. As much as I like Arteta, what he's doing with Saka's had a decent season and all that. If he can't deliver with Partey returning and Tierney, all these guys that come back, then it's fit. You got to replace him. And then
I 100% agree. If Arteta can get,
can I actually take this moment to apologize to Don Hussam because I owe him an apology.
Why?
Hussam, when you and Hamza told me that the threat of these Arsenal youngsters going to other clubs is serious in the next year or 2, I laughed at you guys because I thought there's no way it could happen. And even Mojo said it. I know Mojo, but
I don't forget me, bro.
I specifically remember having this convo with Hussam, and I actually laughed at him at the time. And I told him, "Yo, there's no way, man. Until the project is seen out, and the project, I mean, the next 3 years is seen out, and then maybe when it's contract renewal time." But these men are already thinking about their future. They're refusing to sign without release clauses. They're already looking around Europe. Jumps it like you are absolutely correct. So
Saliba wants to stay at Marseille.
Saliba wants to stay at Marseille. He wants to play Champions League football. I don't blame him. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to you, Hamza and Mojo, because I never thought that was a possibility. But it's looking like it's actually a thing. Gal, what do you think of that?
Okay, I just want to say what G Certified said first. If Arsenal don't get top 4 next season or don't get Europa League, it doesn't make sense. Like, why we would keep him anymore? But yeah, what was the next thing? Why are you guys laughing?
The question was, what are your thoughts on the Arsenal youngsters all looking?
What are your thoughts on Martinelli going to Liverpool, Saka going to City?
I don't know why you guys are laughing. What's going on? What's so funny though?
No.
Bro, nothing's funny. Do you want to not laugh?
No, I don't find what's
okay.
humorous.
I'm asking, sir. I'm just doing something. I can't turn my camera on. I'm asking you, Bukayo Saka is looking for a release clause. What's going?
Hey, people are snoring. This is going crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry.
AK, you slow.
Okay, let me just.
AK just has that I know that laugh that will make everyone laugh.
Sorry. Let me just compose myself.
Basically, his question is: if Liverpool come in for Martinelli, will you sell him?
Can I compose myself? Can I just ask my question? I've composed myself. Okay.
I don't know why you're laughing, bro. You're taking.
Sorry, no. Let me turn my camera on.
AK, you have to ask this on camera.
I'm calm. I'm composed. I'm calm now. My question to you is, sir.
One second.
Guys, I'm already
the same respect I give to you, give back.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to give.
It's okay, guys. Nothing. We're just laughing at Arsenal's top 4 hopes. That's what we're laughing at.
What I'm asking you is, Bukayo Saka apparently wants a release clause in his contract. What are your thoughts on that?
honestly don't know.
Nah, AK is such an asshole, man.
I honestly don't get what's so funny, but you guys can keep going off camera. First of all, Bukayo Saka's not going nowhere. Second of all, if he does want to leave in a couple of years' time, I would fully understand, especially if we're not matching his ambition. That's it, simply put.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything else to say about Arsenal, Mojo?
Oh man, I'm still
There's only one person to go to next, I think.
No, I'm saving Alan, man.
Okay, yo, just before Alan comes on, I know you're watching, bro. If you want to jump on, you can jump on now. I've already sent you the link. J4.
Oh, George.
George.
Hey, oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord.
Igal, you just made your life worse.
Why would you do that, Igal?
Igal, you just made your whole life worse.
I honestly, guys, if you don't know by now, I know how to take failure, and I understand that my team messes up, and this is just.
They don't.
You've been taking failure ever since you created YouTube. It's fine.
Anyways,
it is very true. It is very true.
My brother Alan.
I'm good. I'm literally.
Yes.
If he wants
This
to jump
is
on,
the moment you've all been waiting for.
1 second, just before Alan goes, Jay's here. Let him say his bit and then cut. Jay, what you saying?
This guy's saying nothing, bro.
I was looking for you today. I was there at the terrace. I was thinking, where's the goal? I'm in his end. I pulled up on his block, and he's nowhere to be seen. He's nowhere to be seen. I was touring Europe. I'm feeling nice. As I say, that there's one song that we sing at the Lane, and we're gonna be singing it next year. Tottenham at the Burnley, Arsenal watching Emmerdale. We already know. We know what's happening. These boys are prepared. We told them they're going to Europa League.
Jay Adams in the house.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready to play with the big boys. All of this Che Adams rubbish, they always come get me on the fucking EG.
Oh
yes, whether you call me what you want, but just know that we are Arsenal's whipping boys. We've done what I told you. Top 4 is over. Top 4 was done. The Champions League, you'll be seeing us. Hussam, I'll be seeing you there. Bias, I'll be seeing you there, bro. We'll be seeing you, and Mojo, we'll be seeing you in the big place. AK, Egal, you can enjoy that Europa. You can hold that. What you guys were just saying about those young boys. Don't forget, it's not just Saka. It's not Martinelli. Saliba, he don't want to come home, bro. He said he wants to stay in France. He has a new home, Marseille, Champions League football. If he wants to come to the white side of North London, he's welcome, bro. I don't care. He's welcome. He ain't played a minute for Arsenal. I don't consider him a gooner. But yeah, man, Arsenal, what a season it has been for you guys. What a failure. And you can ride high on that Arteta train as much as you like, Egal, but it's going
George,
nowhere.
last quick question for you, George, before you leave. How glad are you that Mikel Arteta signed a 3-year contract? Or 2-year contract, however long it is?
This feels beautiful. I've got nothing to worry about. I'm pretty sure that Arsenal are going to go a decade without Champions League football. That's what we're going to be looking at. The next 4 years, no Champions League football under Mikel Arteta, because you're not going to be able to reach the heights of not even the top 4, the top 5, because Man United, let's be real, they're only going to get better with Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a far better coach than Arteta is. You can just see by their playing styles and the way that he impacts the team. So next season, enjoy Europa League, and all you can look forward to is top 6, not top 6, but 5th and 6th again, Ergal. But yeah, we don't care about those injury excuses too. Dead that. And the young boy team, dead that. We don't care. No excuses, no context. It was a rubbish season, Ergal. Accept it.
Done now, George. Bro, also, if you don't know, I've never made any excuses. I've always said it's been a disappointment all season. But yeah, don't know, my guy.
Big up, George. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Big up, man.
We'll catch you Thursday if you're trying to jump on. We're doing a review show on Thursday or Friday, whenever we do it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be touring. I'll be about.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Get me out of here, bro. It is. What you saying, Alan? Alan's going to go now. Alan, what you saying?
Just wearing my smug face to begin with. It's fine. So
I can't keep my camera up for this one. Give me a sec.
Why are you guys losing composure?
Wait. So this story is not going to start from where you may remember. For this, I'm going to start at the 28th of December. For on this date, Igal took to the terrace to say that famous line, "Come outside, Spurs fans, where are you?" on the 28th of December. You were giving yourself some self-gratification. This Tottenham fan came on very soon after to tell you nobody likes premature ejaculation. You got all hyped about winning in December. Arsenal are the best youngsters, this and the other, thinking you were amazing. At one point, you were 6 points ahead with a game in hand. Remember that when you didn't like the games in hand, points on the board. You had points on the board and the game in hand. You bottled it not once but twice. You call Spurs to bottle jobs. You bottled it twice. I heard you earlier on the terrace, Gal. You complained about not signing anyone in January. Your team bought somebody in January. Aston trusted the process to go with your trust the process thing with your young team. What did you do? You done nothing. When you done well, you were the best team. You're going to get fourth. We saw graph after graph, percentage after percentage. Arsenal going to lose. Spurs can't win all their remaining games and all that. Like I said, you came to us. Only needed a point. You got slapped about. Then you went to Newcastle. Only needed a point. You got slapped about again. Your team was the one that buckled. I said this for months ago. When your team gets to this point in the season, with such a young team and young manager, you will buckle. You will feel the pressure and you will and all that. And you were like, no, it's Spurs that do it. Spurs that do it. Spurs won all 3 games. The thing you said we couldn't do. What did you do, Egal? How many points did you take from your last 3 games? Come on, do math. It's all right. You can say it. You took 3 points. You took 3 points from your last 3 games after sitting there week after week saying Spurs can't do this, Spurs can't do that. It's actually embarrassing. Like I said on the terrace earlier on today, I will only like I said, I punched down a bit, but now I'm focusing on the Champions League. I'm not worried about that because we've got Super Antonio Conte. He knows just what we need. Romero at the back, Kulusevski in attack. We are actually on our way to the Champions League. Not like you sitting in the Europa League. The Bernabeu, Emadao. I love what Jules had to say. Exactly, Hussam. It was brilliant. At the end of the day, what was I going to say? I lost track now. So what I'm going back to is that, you basically had everything in the bag. Spurs couldn't do anything. And we were the team that got 4th. Because you set yourself up for failure. You got to think. So your nicknames, all I'm going to refer to Arsenal as the next season are one of these nicknames. You're going to either be Excuses FC, Tinfoil Hat FC, you're going to be Free Hit FC, Winning 0-0 at half-time FC, Celebrating the 2-1 loss FC, Running from a North London derby in January only to hold 3 in May FC. They're one of your nicknames because that's all Arsenal are now. You're a joke club. All you are is that Arteta's and the best thing to slice bread. The best thing, the next best manager. All he was Pep's little cone boy, and he took some of Pep's ideas, but he can't quite do it because your team is too young. Your team bottles it. You're absolutely pathetic as a club. You're a joke club now, and all you're going to do is stay where you are because you're not going to get the signings you want, or if you bring the signings in that you believe you want. You're not going to progress because it's just going to set you back because all youngsters and you're going to get some bad eggs in that are going to set the apple cart. All you are is going backwards. I'm not really looking forward to roasting you anymore, Egal, because I'm done with this. I don't go after small teams anymore. I look forward for the big teams. So I'm going to focus on Chelsea. I'm going to focus on Man City. I'm going to focus on Liverpool because that's where we're at. You can go down here and fight with I don't know, Man United, Leicester, and Crystal Palace and West Ham. I don't really give a shit, to be fair. I've got nothing more to say on that, Egal. I would like you to come back at me now and explain to me, how on earth this happened. How did Spurs get top 4 and you didn't? When you had 84%, 87%, it was done. It was dusted. I want more from you, Egal. Rather than make it, you're on mute.
Forget about all of that. My question to you is, what is your expectations for next season? Are you going to win a trophy? Are you going to win? You're going to accomplish something because you need to push on, right?
So hold on. Okay, so this is where your premature ejaculation is now turned into a bit of a limp wrist and all that because you go straight to the trophy thing when I'm crucifying you about your team now. So hold on. That's all you've got to fall back on. That's all you've got to fall back on because you're running out of excuses. Exactly. That's all you've got to fall back on about your trophy. If Conte is backed properly, I believe Spurs can win a trophy and I believe Spurs can compete.
What trophy? What are you going to accomplish?
But that's the thing. You spent £150 million on a title winning defence, didn't you?
Potential.
now the word potential comes in there,
It's
but it weren't
always
there
been
before.
potential. It's
No,
always been
it wasn't potential.
Well, no, it's always been
Tomiyasu
potential.
at the back, Chiellini at the back, Gabriel White, Ben
Okay.
Scheidt more like. We've all said it. You think you have this amazing team that bought into Arteta for a little bit, but I'm sorry, no. This is what I'm saying. Arsenal fan base is the most deluded fan base in the world, because when you do well, you are Arsenal. You're back where you were all them years ago. Oh my God, a big team and all that. But when you lose, it's like there's a refereeing conspiracy against Arsenal. We've got many injuries. Oh, somebody stubbed their toe, or they can't take it to the pitch. Oh no, somebody wrapped someone up in cotton wool. That it's embarrassing to listen to your fan base. It's always an excuse for something. And now you had excuses. You had excuses why Spurs weren't getting top four. Wait. No. You had excuses why Spurs weren't getting top four. Wait, no. You had excuses why Spurs weren't getting. No. Hold on. You had excuses why Spurs weren't getting top four for so many weeks.
Calm down. Fuck me.
Exactly. You had so many excuses for weeks upon weeks why Spurs weren't getting top four. You had so many excuses, and now you didn't get top four. Now you're like, there's things that didn't go away. Oh my God, no. There's refereeing incidents. We had injuries. We didn't buy anyone in January. When all season long, this was by design. You decided to go for a young squad. You decided not to buy in January. You decided to have everything the way it set out to be, and it was the best thing since last spring because it was working. And then when it didn't work and it fell apart in your face, then there was problems. Then there was excuses.
Alex,
it's embarrassing as a fan base to listen to.
I don't care what other fans say. What excuses have I made?
About the referee decision.
No, what excuses have I made for us not getting top four?
You said it in previous weeks about the Spurs game, about how you were robbed at Spurs because of the refereeing decisions. Did you not just say that last week and the week before?
This is when somebody takes 1 point and tries to use it out of context in the grand scheme of the whole season.
But you did say
that right there. That right there.
But you did say it.
Listen,
but you did say it.
I can talk about individual refereeing decisions in a game. I can talk about refereeing decisions in an individual game, but that doesn't mean I'm referring to that as the reason why we didn't get top four. What are you chatting about?
That it's an excuse that you used, so it's part of the problem.
Bro, even in that analyzation of that game, I always said it's not an excuse. I'm just looking at the performances and I'm wanting some consistency from the referees. That's it.
You used more than that, Igal. You used more than that.
You're trying to.
No, I'm not trying to. Igal, I don't need to try because we got top four. I don't need to try shit because we got top four.
It's okay, bro. You're chatting
shit.
What
a night. Watching Tottenham on a Tuesday night. You play Thursday because you're fucking shite. What a feeling. What a night. Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. You play Thursday because you're fucking shite. What a feeling. What a night.
Alan, I get it. You've been holding this in all season. You can have it now. Pick up on Tottenham.
Because unlike you, Gal, don't see two results and think, oh my God, top four is a certainty. Okay. No.
You know what? I wish
How long has it been since Arsenal finished above Spurs?
Good job.
6 seasons.
Your team did good. Your team did good. Your team showed up. Your team performed. They did their job. But now, there's no need to lie on my name. I've never, ever once said...
Didn't lie on your name. I said what you said.
There's never once... I never once made an excuse for us not getting top four. I've literally said, if you want context, I'll give you context. But on the grand scheme of things, you guys got it. And I've been nothing but complimentary. So this is very over the top. But you can say whatever.
No, it's not over the top. So it's accurate.
Very over the top. Very over
It's accurate.
Anyways, you guys want to say something else, guys? Or you want to move on?
No, I'm done with this Arsenal shit. I don't know about Mojo.
I'm just going to make it simple, bro. And Arsenal doesn't surprise me. Arteta didn't really surprise me. And I'm going to be honest. I said this from ages ago. And for a team that finished 8th, for a team that was 6 points behind top four, who spent 150 mil, and I expected you guys to be competing for top four, especially when you think about the fact that the teams you're supposed to be competing with have all underperformed around you. And the fact that you haven't managed to get this top four, for me, this was Arsenal's best chance. And it's now gone, in my opinion. And I don't think this is going to be as easy next season, especially when you're in Europa League, which means you're going to be playing Thursday nights. You have European football back at the Emirates. And my thing next season is I want to see if Arsenal actually improve when they're on multiple fronts. Are they able to manage a season really well? or will it be more difficult? Because as much as we want to talk about injuries, the fact that they didn't make certain signings, the fact that the referee decisions didn't went against them, COVID happened, all kinds of stuff that I've heard from Arsenal fans. I look forward to seeing what Arsenal do next season, because in my opinion, 5th place this season, I have at least been convinced enough by Arteta enough to be like, hey, maybe he does deserve another season. But if next season this brother cannot get you this top 4, just like G Certified has already said, I think he has to go. I don't think he's reaching the heights that you need him to reach, and he's not going to get you competing on the level that you're supposed to be competing on. What will be very interesting for me, and I'll keep a close eye on this, is next season you have FA Cup, League Cup, or Europa League. Can you get to a final and can you win a trophy? That would be ideal. I think that's something that you need to do with a young team, and it might be a convincing argument for keeping some of these youngsters that you guys love so much. But honestly speaking, if in the next 2 years Arsenal don't compete on the level that they're supposed to, you lose your best players. Simple as. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Anyways, guys.
AK, are you here?
AK, you here?
Damn.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Sorry. Let's just do something real quick. Arsenal Football Club, yeah. I don't have much to say. Listen, I've said.
I knew we couldn't move on without AK, wallah.
I've said everything I need to say about Arsenal Football Club. I don't have much more to say. Listen, I spoke last week. This whole young team shit is bullshit. A, B, C, D, all the bullshit that they spit is just bullshit. It's just dead excuses, agendas for the sake of protecting Mikel Arteta. And if that's what Arsenal fans want to do, props to them. I just want to make sure you guys understand something. In Manchester United's worst season mathematically since 1980-something, they still qualified for the same competition that an Arsenal team who have performed the best that they have performed in the last 5 years. Just so everyone understands.
That's bullshit. That's a lie.
Okay, sorry. Their second best season in the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
That's also a lie.
Excuse me, factually, it's correct. The only season in the last 5 years where you've outperformed this point tally is Unai Emery's season where he finished 5th. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, he looks constipated.
Because I honestly do believe.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. Unai Emery season and Arsene Wenger's am I not mistaken? Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger's last season was 6 years ago. That was 6 years ago. Then.
Okay, so then there you go. But your first statement was incorrect still, though.
So as I said, Arsenal's second best season point in terms of points since in the last 5 years, and this is Manchester United's worst performing team since the start of the Premier League, legit the inception of this league that we all love. And we're still both going to be going to Albania together. We're still both going to be going to Kazakhstan together. We're still both going to be going to Greece together.
We didn't buy.
I can't wait. The only difference is when I go to European competitions, they fear me because I've actually won a few. When you go there to make up numbers. That's the difference. The other difference. I'm not done speaking. The other difference is while you take the likes of El Neni on a new contract with you, I'm going to be taking Cristiano Ronaldo to the Europa League. That is devastating. I'm going to be taking Cristiano Ronaldo to the Europa League. So it's
This is a disgrace.
I can't do this with a straight face or live below. You know what? Yeah, I'll be real. I was gonna try and do a straight face team where I just violate Arsenal while I big up United for getting Europa League, but I can't do that as well. As bad as we are, the one thing that makes me happy is every single time United take the mantle for being the worst team, and every time United want to be the talking point of the shit, Arsenal just have to always come in and say, yo, let me share that with you because I don't want you to hold that burden on yourself. Mm-hmm. So thank you very much to Arsenal Football Club and Arsenal fans. And yeah, man, adios. Yeah.
Before we finish this stream, I want to see a grass with a gal section.
We're nowhere near done. We still have the title race, lad.
Yeah, I want to see grass with a gal. I want to see Tottenham's percentage of getting Champions League now.
Have we done Tottenham yet?
Yeah, we've done Tottenham yet.
We did. Oh, I missed out on Tottenham.
Yeah, we have.
We pretty much spoke about
coming back to Arsenal.
Can I just make it 2 seconds before we move on?
Because we haven't spoken about Spurs.
Yeah, I just want to make it real quick. Congratulations to Antonio Conte. I said this when he came in. If he managed to turn this Tottenham situation around and get them top 4, he would have my vote for manager of the season because the ship that he took control of was, honest to God, it had holes everywhere and it was sinking. and he's managed to save it and build it up to a respectable football club. He will absolutely get back this season. I've just seen the tweets from Alistair Gold saying that the board is so happy that they're willing to give him whatever he wants. So, yeah, Antonio Conte will be a worry. I'm going to be very honest with you. He will be a worry for the next few years, however long he's here. If he gets the backing that he needs, not saying he's going to go and win anything, but third and fourth will always be there for question, and he will be there to compete. Domestic trophies, he has a knack of competing for them as well, so that will be an option. In terms of Champions League, of course, not even a disrespecting, but he's not known for his European pedigree, if we're being honest. So unless something has drastically changed in his time at Inter Milan, I don't expect him to do anything in the Champions League. But I do want to congratulate Antonio Conte because he has done a phenomenal job to bring in, especially the signings he's brought in. We laughed at them. Let's be real. If we reload the show to January when they came in, me being one of them, I sat here and I said that's the player was voted the worst in Juventus for 2021, and he was. But he's come in and he's been signing of the season essentially. You can compare him, Diaz, and a few others, but he's up there as one of the signings of the season since he's come in. So, yeah, big up to Antonio Conte, big up to Kulusevski, big up to Bentancur. It's good to see them two linking up for a goal today as well, which was a nice way as well to end it. But Heung-min Son can finally say he's a Golden Boot winner. Has he won one before now? His first one, right? Yeah, he can finally say he's a Golden Boot winner. Harry Kane was showing him how to hold it. Mo Salah walks away with the Golden Boot number 3. Yeah, Golden Boot number 3. And assist as well, right?
Playmaker award, yep.
Yeah, you got the Playmaker award and the Golden Boot award as well. So big up to Mo Salah as well, man.
Can I just?
I have a hot take before Mojo goes, because when Mojo, yeah. Because Mojo, when I say it, you're gonna respond anyway. You're gonna get angry, but I will say it. I think.
Go ahead.
I think if Spurs back Conte properly this summer, forget Chelsea, Arsenal, and United. I think they start chatting to the big boys. I'm gonna be real, and I know this might be a bit too reactionary. This might be reactionary, no problem. I am reactionary sometimes. But Conte is the last manager to win the league with Pep and Klopp there. I promise you, see, this Conte guy is a problem, man. Like, he's a problem. I know G now is on cloud 9, so he won't, like, fully fathom what I'm saying. But Conte is an issue. Give Conte money, and we are in trouble. All of us are in trouble if Conte gets money and gets back. I think he's going to overtake Chelsea and Arsenal and everyone next season in the league, just in the league. As in, he's probably going to finish third comfortably, I'm talking about, or challenge for first and second. That's my hot take of the day, and congratulations to
I don't think it's as hot as you're making it seem like. The idea that if he's backed correctly, and if he is backed correctly, the idea that he can close that gap quickly, as this statement might be a little bit vague because of the context at the time. These two other managers weren't at their best, but he is the only one we've seen touch a Premier League while them two have been present in this league at the same time. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that's the hottest of hot takes.
Quickly before Mojo goes, you've got to think about it. He plays a wing-back system with absolutely trash wing-backs. If he strengthens in those positions with people that can know how to cross the ball and finish and play the system he wants and are comfortable getting up and down and all that, obviously we're not going to get the likes of a Trent or a Robertson, but if you can get caliber closer to them in the system that he wants to play, he's got everything else where he wants. Then that's why I said we'll kick on next season and we'll be there. Like we'll push on and we'll.
But you have to support him though. You cannot do the Daniel Levy thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That Daniel Levy has to step up now. We've got a world-class manager who got top 4 with all this shit and all that. If you give him the money, he can do stuff for you. If you do what you've done with Pochettino and Jose Mourinho, you're only going to set yourself back seasons. So if Daniel Levy and the rest and and Ian can step up, then it could be a really good season next season for Spurs. We'll see how it goes, but they have to back this manager.
I'd like to see where they finish next season and how they kick on from there also. Definitely, with Champions League, it's not going to be as easy in the league. And do they have the squad depth to do it also? That's the question.
There was a comment in there about taking Wan-Bissaka. Hell no. You can keep Wan-Bissaka.
Everyone's G-certified. Did you get a chance to speak on Tottenham?
Yeah, I just said about Tottenham. It's just Kane's son has been obviously the main topics, but that Kulusevski, as we've just said before, the way they got that defense, Kante came in, so that even Bentancur with Højbjerg, that two midfield, Tottenham have done with those players, they've done what they should have done. Really, I didn't think both teams, to be honest, were going to even get top four. To be honest, I thought Man United was the team that was going to get top four when the season started. So now seeing the season ending the way it did, obviously one of the teams were going to be disappointed. But at the end of the day, now for Tottenham, I hear what Hassam's saying about the title race, but I think there's more chance, and I know it might sound crazy, but I think there's more chance of Tottenham catching Liverpool up in the league than catching us in the league. I think there's.
Oh my god!
I do. I think that
G certified. It's 1 point, man. Don't come in here and flex like that, bro. It's 1 point.
It's not.
No, but this isn't the Centurion season where you won it by 100 points and the second place was 75. So you tell me they catch Liverpool. If they catch us, they catch you, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just think that
we're
this
talk about the league in a second. But I hear
you.
Yeah,
let G finish. Let G finish. Go on, G. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say this. I won't go too much on the league, but when you look at maybe Tottenham, like a striker like Kane, next season we're gonna be getting. I'm not saying Haaland's gonna fit in, right? But if you seen what we did in the season, 93 points, right? You can say Jesus was the striker if you want to say he's a striker, but we had no out and out striker. I think we scored the most goals in the Premier League. I think did we concede the least amount of goals. This is. I don't know. Obviously, Liverpool are doing that thing right now, and I'm hearing Luis Diaz. But Salah, is he even staying for sure? Mane, there's things about him. There's whispers out the club. I think it will be, if Tottenham's to catch any of us two, it will be Liverpool in the Premier League before they catch us.
If they catch us, they catch you. That's the factual information, no?
I think Champions League. That's
it's
your.
It's going to be a three-way thing. Cannot be just us or you.
Before we move on to Mojo, whoever like that, there's a lot of comments are asking Spurs to take some dead players. I'm not interested. Ask them questions to a gal. That's where those players deserve to be at Arsenal, not Spurs.
Listen, one the up at the Emirates. Let's go.
Yeah, you can keep McTominay. Ask Arsenal because they're going to be playing in Europa League. So
my god,
Arsenal needs some passion and desire anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gio's an AC Milan fan, so shout out to Gio. His boys won the Scudetto, and he's saying Tomori.
Congratulations, Gio.
He's saying
congratulations, man.
Tomori is the best defender by a landslide. Arsenal let it slip. What a shame. Yeah, I know we let top four slip. I know, but let's talk about something else in a second. What you saying, Mojo?
And Spurs, Conte, credit where credit is due. Huh?
Sorry.
No, it's cool. And Spurs, Conte, credit where credit is due. I think there was a point where I remember, even though Aston were quite ahead, I was still expecting Spurs to try and get this top four position, but then the results started to become a lot more unpredictable, and I was just like, damn, I'm unsure about this team, because usually a Conte team can be very good at basically getting the stuff that they need to. And I think Spurs, in my opinion, next season, Hussam might have thought that he was giving a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take. I think you back a manager properly.
Hussein, whoever he is.
I corrected myself, but thank you. And I think Spurs, if they're backed correctly, if they back Conte correctly, in my opinion, they're going to be a lot more of a threat than people realize. I completely and utterly agree with that. I don't think that's a hot take, if I'm honest with you. I think what I've noticed with people is that there was a lot of underestimating going on with their signings in January in particular. And I felt like actually give them a chance. Let's see what they do with the opportunity that is going to be given to them. And we go from there. And I think they've shown already quite a remarkable sort of front already in that regard. If they can sign players like this for this summer and go into next season as a stronger squad, it'll be very interesting to see if they can manage it. But people want to also forget little context, like the fact that they didn't have any more European football to worry about by the time Conte come in. And I think that's a very important factor that we can't forget about, because I've seen Conte capitulate his whole damn season when that scenario has happened before. And honestly speaking, when Conte doesn't get his way, he can be such a difficult person to deal with. And I I think for Spurs' sake, they don't know why I'm getting an echo, but and I think for Spurs' sake, you just don't want to get that bad side of him. So whatever you do, just back him correctly and to stick to your word in terms of what you've made this guy sign. And I think he will be able to take you to a point where you can compete. At the same time, I think I don't want to really move on to Chelsea because I think we're moving to it next, or I don't know if we're moving straight to the title picture or whatever. But I'm gonna just leave it there. Congratulations to Spurs. You deserve to be fourth. You didn't give up all the way till the end. You made the job happen. And Conte, yeah, man, he does the unthinkable sometimes, man. When this guy is on it and when he has a struggle the way he has had in press conferences, I don't know how it's worked, but it seemed to have given the players the right kick up their backside for them to perform for him. And yeah, deserved, man. Champions League football for Spurs next season.
Guys, before we move on to the next topic, I'm going to take a moment here because I just need to say something. We are currently on 160 views and we're sitting on 85 likes, 84 likes. So we're going to take a moment here and we're going to hand the mic over to Don Hassam and he's going to tell you what you need to do.
No.
Seconds. Go on, Hassam.
Not today. Listen, big up everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please do make sure you like the video right now and subscribe to EGTV if you're ready to do so. Please slap the like button right now. Stop what you're doing. It's free. There's 160 people in here. Minimum 140 likes. Stop what you're doing right now. Hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Apologies for our host, being the worst host on YouTube history. So make sure you like and subscribe. Big up.
Shit.
Okay, so yeah, call me the worst.
Fucking hell.
You didn't have to do that, so what's going on?
Anyways,
Three-pointer.
Since
you got no
Misery
fans.
Loves company, since Misery Loves company, Liverpool lost the league in dramatic. Guys, this is why. You guys keep cutting me off. You want me to speak or you want not to speak? Liverpool lost the league to in a dramatic fashion in a back and forth situation with Man City. Today, obviously, Man City were leading since game week 16 or what was it, 25? So were Liverpool actually ever in it? No, probably not. But hey, what are you gonna say? Let's talk about it. Man City did win the league. Be certified. You can go first. Talk to me.
Man, firstly,
can we give a round of applause, guys, for the channel?
Well done. Well done.
Well
done, man.
1 second, let me change the background.
You saved football, man. You saved football today. Well done, man. Well done. Ain't no way in hell Sam was supposed to have the last laugh, man. Ain't no way in hell.
Take it away.
You know what it is, right? When we won that game.
Just before you go, because he was being so annoying to me.
Then we're doing a title card. So, title card starts this Saturday.
And it did not start well. It did not end well, did it? But anyways, go ahead, G Certified. What are you saying?
You know what it is as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Easy on him, Hassam. After you went easy on him, remember.
Now listen, the quadruple. To everyone that said every Liverpool fan that said they're gonna win the quadruple, we got him. Every Liverpool fan that said that they're gonna win the quadruple, we stopped you guys today. Today was a beautiful football. We saved football. Literally, they're gonna make Marvel films after this. Trust me, they're gonna make Marvel films. But don't worry. Anyways, bad aside, listen. Hassam, I said at the start of the season. I remember one of the football wars. And I said, then he said, wait till the end of the season. I said, if Pep wins his 4th Premier League, is this going to be known as a Pep and Klopp era in the Premier League? Or is it going to be known as the Pep era? And he said, wait till the end of the season. Bro, I was thinking, I'm not sure what you think about this. Obviously, Klopp's competed at 1 point. It's only a point. But that point, how have we got 4 titles in 5 years? Literally every season I'm singing champion. Every season I'm singing that song. I'm not even sure where to go from here. Obviously there's the Champions League, obviously that's what we need to do, but with obviously no striker. We've won back-to-back titles with a false 9. We had Kevin De Bruyne at false 9. And I know obviously Liverpool used to do their system as a false 9, but we've won it with a striker, we've won it with a false 9. We've won it with us. Obviously, our defense was crumbling in the last couple of weeks, but we're stood strong. We've had Cancelo playing left back. Listen, we've had Fernandinho come and play centre back. Obviously, we all see what Fernandinho did, the past few games. But he was part of the win against Wolves. I'm just 90 plus points again. 4th Premier League title for Guardiola. This is some new level. So Sam, I want to hear about this Liverpool, man. I want to hear about.
Before we go to Sam, just before we go to Hussam,
there is no before we go to Hussam. No.
Just before we go to Hussam, guys, do me a favor.
He's not gonna speak like that for 5 minutes and then you say before we go. There is no before we go.
Super chat,
bro.
Big up Gio. Now I thought you were gonna speak, AK, because I was gonna.
Yeah, big up Gio. Gio saying thanks thanks. Sorry, he said Hussam, thanks for Origi on. He's going to Milan. He's on his way to Milan. What is that? Cool.
He said, "Thank you for Origi, Milan on the up. King of spaces. Your club will always be dead till the end of time." Shush.
I like you, Gio.
Listen to me, Gio. Your football club is a fucking dead football club. What is it? 7 years, first time in the Champions League, and got left in the group stages. That tells me how shit your little dead league is, bro. Don't come in with chat, bro. Please.
Damn.
Big up Gio, big up, man. I don't agree with that. AC Milan is the biggest club in Italy. Anyway,
Who's saying?
History and inshallah, man.
Yes, bro. Why do you like? You like to
I
make
did
it
it for
dramatic.
him, so I'm doing it for you.
You love dramatics. Why wasn't Alan on the screen? Why wasn't AK on the screen?
Alan was on the screen.
Why wasn't Mojo on the screen? Or do you love dramatics?
Hassan, what are you gonna understand, bro? You're the face of the show.
Listen, I'm not the face, bro. I'm a humble young man.
Oh, look at
Anyway,
he's smart, though. He knows he is.
Hussam, when I give you the floor,
Guys, stop online.
you call me a terrible host, so I'm trying to give you the floor, but now you want to get at me. It's okay.
Can we give a round of applause to Hassan as well? Because commiserations to him. They did try. You know what I'm saying? They did very well this season.
We're not worthy, Hassan. We're not worthy.
His dedication to his football club and everything has been unwilling.
Guys, what some of you lot will never understand is Hassan kicks every ball that Liverpool kicks. He sweats every sweat that Liverpool plays. So, wallahi, no joke. Everything they do on that pitch, he does with them. And it kind of hurt me seeing them not win today for my brother here. Because I actually do like.
And Hussam, you know, all season I was rooting for you guys. But like.
Same, I was rooting for us, but you let me down. Anyway,
I wasn't rooting for you. I just want to let you know.
First of all, with G certified, you get me. Once again, comment section, as you guys saw, you know, within a sentence, he mentioned Klopp after he just won the Premier League. That kind of, I find that a bit weird. Second of all, you can't count the league title in which Klopp was fighting Arsene Wenger for 4th place as a part of the Klopp era, because that would be like counting this season as a part of the Conte era when he's fighting for 4th place if he goes on to win league title. So I find that a bit weird. Second of all, Klopp has won it all at Liverpool Football Club, and he can make it 2 Champions Leagues in the last 3-4 years, which you have 0 of. I have seen my club lift it all literally just in the Klopp era by itself. So thank you so much, G certified. Anyway, congratulations, Manchester City. Consistency throughout the whole season from August till now, they probably deserved it more. I think problem is we woke up a bit too late. January on, we were more consistent. Even G certified will tell you this. We were more consistent because when you look at it, we literally drawn 2 games, City and Spurs. That's it. The rest we won, so we were consistent. At the start of the season, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton, it hurt us as well, like in the long run. So City deserved it overall when you look at the consistency and everything. I think the painful thing about today was not necessarily the fact that City won the league. Because even when I came on the show and I said, like, it's probably just 1% chance, 99% faith, I think it was the way that it happened that made it worse. It's not necessarily the fact that City won the league, because I think realistically, I think even like on the last vibes from the 6, I said like most probably City are going to win the league. I think it was just a matter of fact, because come on, Villa at home. The issue was not the issue, but like the painful part was the way it happened. Because when Villa were 2-0 up, I think anyone, even all the fans here, all the rival fans thought like, oh shit, this could be the Liverpool, a moment where they do like some dramatic shit and win it and blah blah blah. Like I think I wouldn't believe any of you if you said when Villa were 2-0 up you expected City to win 3-2. Like, let's be honest. So I think the way it happened, it was the worst part. But look, here's the thing. What defines a successful season, I've been consistent since August, is win the Prem or win the Champs. Very simple. No one can tell me if someone wins the Champions League it's unsuccessful. So in French, nous voilà Paris. We are going to Paris. The Premier League, we woke up a bit too late for it. Congratulations to Manchester City. Next week, if we lift number 7, we don't care, because if we lift number 7, Pep Guardiola himself would switch our season for his Champs, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup for the league, he would do it. So, look, I'm disappointed more in the way that it happened than the actual fact that City won the league. Congratulations to G, though. It was deserved over the consistency. And congrats to Salah for winning Golden Boot and Playmaker, and to Alisson for winning Golden Glove as well. So, listen, it is what it is, man. But Champions League, here we come. Now, if we don't win Champions League, because I know one of you annoying asses is going to ask me that question. If we don't win Champions League next season, I don't know who here watches WWE, but I probably have the biggest heel turn in YouTube content creation history, because I will turn into the villain. I'm already blocked by 600 Liverpool accounts. We're gonna make it 6,000. If that happens, I'm gonna be on some next level shit. Thank you so much. That's all I want.
That sounds like Klopp out, man. Klopp out.
No, I'm never gonna say Klopp out. No.
Hassam literally called it, man. Hassam, I remember on the show.
AK, do you
Sorry,
want to go
I remember on the show. Hassam literally called it. I have to give it. He literally said about losing the game. He said that he doesn't want to lose. Don't give him hope. He was saying that.
Thank
just
you, man.
He said, "Don't give him hope."
Bro, if City were 5-0 up, like within 30 minutes, I would come here and smile. If City were 5-0 up within, and the halftime whistle went, I would have come on here. I would have said, "Congrats, Man City. We thought they were going to win it anyway." The fact that the Villa were 2-0 up pisses me off more. That's the fucked up part, man.
Hey, you believed in Gerrard, bro. He let you down. Just say it as it is.
Anyways,
100%. Just like Mason Mount let England down.
Listen, I'm going to keep the same energy that I said I was going to keep. I'm not here to take the piss out of Liverpool. As I said, it was never in their hands to lose the title in the first place. So there's not much chat that I can have for them, to be honest, to be fully honest. They maximize, as long as Liverpool maximize what they were supposed to get, then it was up to City to drop points, and Liverpool did do that. City just did better, to be honest. Apart from that Tottenham game, it's the only one that's in the back of my head. If Liverpool had beat Tottenham, the league would be in their hands today. I can't, ever since the final whistle went, wallahi, I can't get that thought out of my head that it's Tottenham Football Club that essentially have denied Liverpool the Premier League title. But it is what it is.
They gave us the hope and then took it.
But yeah, literally.
We give it and take it.
Hey, they had their own battle.
I'll be real with you.
This segment, don't address me.
When it went 2-0 to Thingy and Coutinho scored, I envisioned the headlines as everyone else on the planet. The first thing I did is close my eyes and I just saw the Sun. I saw the Daily Telegraph. I saw every single one of these reporters, every one of these big Twitter accounts, Don Hussam 6 or whatever his username is. I saw all of them run that agenda that they have won the league for them, that Coutinho and Steven Gerrard combined. And because Coutinho actually scored a goal, it made sense to say Coutinho and Gerrard had actually won the title for them. And then I opened my eyes and it was 3-2. It was 2-0. By the time that dream was done and I opened my eyes, it was 3-2, bro. It was It was lightning quick. Are you fucking mad? These lot are monsters. Wallahi, City are monsters. I'll be honest with you, as soon as they scored the first, I knew they're winning that game. There's something about Manchester City. There's just something about this team when it comes to the Premier League. Hazam, I told you, wallahi, I don't see a world in which Pep Guardiola bottles leagues. If this was the champs, 100%. But leagues, I find it almost the idea of Pep bottling a league doesn't sit right with me, because this is what he does. He can produce close to perfection for 38 games. But congratulations to Manchester City, of course. Commiserations to Liverpool. What I can say is the level of this league is going up by the year. The fact that 97 and 92 points is not enough to win you Premier League titles shows you which way we're going. Yeah, man. If you wanna, it's reaching a point where if you wanna compete, you need near perfection seasons. Like, we're talking 2 lost seasons with minimal draws if you want to compete amongst the best. And I don't see a lot of teams capable of that at the moment. So, yeah, man, they'll go again next season, them two, in my opinion. Antonio Conte is strengthened enough, might cause some trouble and hang around until February, March, April. But yeah, apart from that, I got nothing else to add, man. I honestly want to take this moment. You know what I'm saying? The season's done. See this guy to my right, left. Whichever side, whichever side he's on, because
on the other side.
on the other side of Igal, the guy that's on this side, I want to take a moment to big him up because Don Hussam has absolutely sweat for this team. Guys, wallahi, all jokes aside, he's put out content the whole season. He's put out content on various platforms the whole season, and he's stuck behind his team the whole way. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but they still have 28th of May to look forward to. But yeah, man, I want to take this moment to big up Hussam because that's a real one right there. Man.
And Dabs was supposed to send me a video. I don't know if he sent it to me yet. He hasn't sent it to me, so I can't play it.
No, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see that.
Hey, he was on the pitch walking.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about the Instagram post. I saw that.
Yeah,
as well.
bro. The brother was walking about in the pitch, bro. I was like, yo, this is the vibe.
Vibes, man. Those vibes.
Really? Yeah, man. He was having fun, man. Hey, no, Hussam. It is what it is, man. Liverpool tried. Liverpool didn't make it in the end. I know you're really conscious about what I'm about to say, bro. You. Oh, go ahead. AK,
No. You finish. I'll go straight after you. I forgot to say something.
Liverpool tried, but that's like another 17 other teams. Or wait, 18 other teams. We fell together, man. We let Man City win again. The situation is what it is. Go ahead.
Mojo, I'm so sorry. I've gotten the video.
All right, go for it.
Damn. That video ain't that important to cut Mojo off mid-sentence.
No. He won the title, bro. This is his moment. Big up, Dash.
Hey,
Look how emotional they are, man.
Big Steve.
Nah, big up to them, man. Big up to them. What is that? Big up to them, man. That's actually massive.
They're going mad.
It's crazy, bro. Literally.
Okay, enough. Salah, we get it, bro.
No, what I was going to say real quick was this puts a lot of emphasis on Saturday, May the 28th. Like,
I was just about to get to that. I'm glad
that game has intensified by 40%, 50% now because Hussam might not want to admit, or I'm not even sure if how Hussam feels about it.
Sam has admitted already. Sam has admitted.
Okay, I haven't heard how Hussam feels about it yet.
Want to hear me admit something now? Thiago's out for that final.
I know. I heard.
We had,
I heard today, yeah. If they don't win on the 28th of May, then this might, first of all, no one has been as close to Liverpool to the quadruple. We all know this, right? Factually, no one has been as close, tangibly this close. We're talking a point away from the idea of 90 minutes giving you a quadruple. No one has been that close. Now they've lost the ability of a quadruple. They've lost the ability of the treble. They can still win a treble, absolutely. But the emphasis that Champions League final has now, it is the make or break of that season. Because even if they don't win it, I don't think it'll be a season where Jurgen Klopp will come on and say it's disgraceful. No, they still got 2 cup competitions, the 2 domestic competitions, so it's still okay. But for Liverpool Football Club to be in all 4 competitions till the very end, they would not want to lose out on the 2 big ones. They want one of the 2 big ones, if that makes sense. And if they can't get their hands on the Premier League, they have to get their hands on the Champions League. Yep. So May 28th just intensified by 50%, man. It's going to be an incredible watch.
The thing
I'm worried about who actually played that final, though. That's the part that's worrying me.
Hey, Igal, can you do me a favor? There's a video I've just sent you. Can you just play this video for me, please? I'm gonna need you to play this video.
Real quick, we have a super chat from Gio. Big up Gio, man. Thank you very much for the support.
Big up, man.
Tomori different best English. Shit. Tomori definitely best English defender by a landslide. We're drinking Donnarumma's tears. We love it. Listen. As much as I want to hate on it, congratulations to AC Milan on the Scudetto, man.
That AC Milan goalkeeper as well. Yeah, we need to talk about him because
what his name is.
Last season my guy done it with Lille. This season he's doing it with
back to back.
Gio, honestly, thank you for the support from the channel, bro. Always appreciate you. Always in here supporting the channel. Big up to you, bro.
You gonna play this video?
Big up Gio, man, contributing to our salaries.
Hey, the video's in our group chat. Vibes from the 6.
Let me get it.
Bro, that's not even that funny. I literally just played it.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be funny, bro. Honestly,
Listen,
any
it's the
match
beauty of
day
the
going
game, man.
fan,
The beauty
any
of the
match
game.
day going fan, yeah, knows the banter that comes with stuff like that, bro. I found that so hilarious when I saw it.
It's
Simply
the beauty
because
of
that's what
it's
football
the beauty
banter
of the
really
British
is.
game, man. It's the beauty of the British game.
Guys, we don't have time. We don't have time to go through player of the season and stuff like that. We'll do it on the next show. But is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
So very quickly, as the only person on this thing that didn't lose to either Man City or Liverpool, I can talk to these guys. You cannot. So if you guys can all stay on mute, that'd be great. Man City, we almost cost you the title, and we gave Liverpool the hope and all the hope in that. And then Liverpool came to Spurs. You know, you get taken 6 points from us. We'll give you 10% ribbons. And we're like, here we go, Liverpool. Here you go. You can have these. And then we were like,
did you get your empty champagne bottle today?
We're taking them ribbons back, and we're giving it to Man City. We don't like the disrespect that Liverpool gave to us. So you're welcome, Hassan. That's what you get. Undefeated against you two this season. It's what we do here. Now that's why we're in the Champions League, unlike this Tin Pot club above me, you know, who bent over and took it from both your teams 6 ways from Sunday. Not this one here. Yeah. And next season, we're going to go undefeated against both of you again. You're welcome.
Unbelievable. We've given, I don't know how yet, in this platform, we've given Spurs this type of confidence.
We didn't. Antonio Conte did.
Listen,
yes.
Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0 versus Man City. Disgraceful. You know what? What are you gonna do? These things happen. Man City beat us, and they got all 6 points. Wait, did they take 6 points off you guys? Also, Chelsea.
Yeah, bro. They beat us 1-0.
Did not take 6 points off? Tottenham are the only ones that can chat to them. He's not even wrong when he says that.
Bro, I beat Spurs home and away, bro. I don't know what they're talking about. I even beat them in the League Cup.
Same.
Yeah, bro. I beat you 4 times.
No, you did, but you didn't beat them home and away, did you? The two best teams in the league.
You're damn right. I should have I need to know better.
Congratulations. But you can't beat the ones better than me, you know?
Guys, honestly, this has been a fantastic show, epic show. Thank you, G-Sir, for coming on. Amazing guest. Sam, always, you already know what it is, bro. You're a very good sport.
This is bad. Imagine if they don't win that Champions League. May Allah help you, brother.
Especially after the situation today. Commiserations, bro. But
Mojo, don't do this to me, man.
Everyone go check out. Everyone.
Sam, are you doing a stream for the May 28th, sir?
Yeah, he's
definitely. For the who?
For the Champions League final. Are you going to be doing a lot?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Can I just say this to Sam?
Bro, I did a stream today.
How do you do it? I can't do that kind of stuff, bro.
I did a stream today. I have never shouted in my whole life as much on a stream as I did today.
Guys, go check it out.
When Coutinho scored the second goal for Aston Villa, I had a shout that my neighbor from 5 kilometers away heard. That was that loud. Like, I was so, and the fucked up thing is we were drawing 1-1, so I was nervous about 2 games at the same time, so I was shouting. There was a guy who sent me a super chat. I was like, okay, thank you, and I didn't even read. I just continued. I would just listen. That Champions League final, akhi, listen.
I don't know how you
don't win it. If we don't win it, it's just gonna be.
Just one
I'm
thing,
gonna turn
Hussam,
into Stone Cold Steve Austin, man.
Brother, I'm just gonna say this to you now, Hussam. You said we dropped out this title race in when was it? November?
December.
Yeah, whenever you said, right? I'm glad you can finally join us, brother. I know it's the last day, but finally you joined us at the same side, bro. You're finally.
Before we finish,
incorrect though, because we never dropped out of the race.
Yeah, you dropped out, bro. You didn't win it.
Nah, we didn't win it. It's different than dropped out.
Mojo, not winning it makes you a runner-up. It doesn't mean you dropped out.
Yeah, it doesn't make you dropped out. Nice try.
You're just the first.
If you want the timelines, I can give you. G75 was it?
Guys,
no, I can genuinely help you out. G75. One sec, Gal.
This is supposed to be the outro.
Runner-up title. You get the
G35 was in the title race till the last day. Tottenham were out of the title race in August. You, Igal, were out of the title race in pre-season. AK, after 2 games, they were out of the title race. Mojo, December. So me and G certified till the last day. Wallahi, I'm not lying. I don't even know the result of the Chelsea game today. We don't even speak about Chelsea.
Yo,
imagine you go to the last game of the season.
Yeah,
we just went into the last game of the season and
let me explain.
And no one cares.
Was it 1-1? I think it was 1-1, right?
No. We won. But let me explain. So Chelsea fans, we were winning 1-0. We scored the goal. We were winning. Went halftime, came back. During that time, we find out what the results are going on. Right? Everyone is on their phones, guys. Everyone. Yeah. We then see Liverpool equalize. We see the whole situation unfold. Then we see Aston Villa make it 2-0. And I'm sat here thinking, I know Liverpool's won this title unless Man City do a turnaround. There's no way Liverpool draw today,
So
right?
you're watching the City game on your phone.
Believe it or not, Man City scored their third goal, right? Or no, they equalized. Whilst we were celebrating the Man City equalized, Watford equalized. I can't believe I'm saying this, bro. Literally. And then the third goal happens for Man City. Whilst we're celebrating that, we scored.
Who scored the? Oh, it was Barkley that scored the winner for you lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Kai Havertz and Barkley with us.
So you're telling me the whole stadium was celebrating Man City?
Bro, do you not understand? Chelsea fans
You
don't
cannot
like
tell me we're not the biggest club in the country. This didn't even happen to Man United. I'm very
No, it did. It did. Are you crazy?
Bro,
When Aguero scored, when Aguero
Okay,
scored,
can we end the stream? It's 3 a.m. here.
Wait,
There's
wait,
parts of the country that registered. Are you crazy, Sam?
wait,
Hey,
before we
listen,
finish this stream, there's been a lot of Arsenal fans. Wait, before we finish the stream, there's been a lot of Arsenal fans in the comments saying about well done Spurs on your top 4 trophy. Thank you very much. Congratulations on Europa League, Arsenal fans. You deserve it. Good luck next season.
I don't like this.
Alan, can you ask them about St. Tottenham's Day? When is that happening?
Oh yeah, when it's been cancelled for 6 years. You guys ever going to get that back?
Wow.
No.
It's my favorite holiday, I look forward to it every year.
Anyways, let's end this on the nice way. Thank you guys. Big up everybody. Like always, AK, you already know where to find him. His link to his
Big up Dabs as well.
Alan right there. Big up Dabs.
My Premier League wrap up tomorrow, 7:30. It's an extended show, by the way. We'll be starting at 7:30 till 9:30. We have a bunch of special guests on for a Premier League review from all the different fan bases. And some names you know, some names that you don't know. Sorry?
What platform are you going to be doing on?
That's on my radio show tomorrow. So from 7:30 till 9.
Guys, the name of his radio show is in the description. Everyone
just follow me on Twitter and I will tweet out the link obviously before we get started. So yeah, big up you lot, man. Thank you everyone.
You guys have a good one.
Fourth. Drink it in, Arsenal fans. Fourth.
We got Europa League.